It's time for high school football, presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network. The best Stark County football is heard right here all season long. Whether you're in a car, at home, or on the go, the action is live on Q92 and streaming on the Q92 Facebook page, X, and our YouTube channel. Now, let's take you live to the stadium and our broadcast team for tonight's kickoff on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Here they go! Touchdown! Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Week 7 of the 2025 Ohio High School football season on the Q92 Sports Network, brought to you by Sarshone Auto Group. I'm Jay Wilhelm, live inside Wakefield Stadium in Perry Township as the Perry Panthers play host to the Austintown Fitch Falcons. This game has potential. Fitch comes in a 4-game winning streak after dropping their season opener to Hudson. They now sit at 4-1 and are looking to extend that streak as they start positioning themselves for a playoff run. The Perry Panthers enter tonight having lost 2 of their last 3. But defeated Jackson over at Robert Fife Stadium last week in a tough-fought Federal League matchup by a final of 21-19. The Panthers are now 4-2, 1-2 in conference play. Perry is having a very good season thus far under first-year head coach Spencer Leno. Coach Leno has brought a rejuvenation to this program, and it has showed, as even during losses, the opponents have had to work hard to win. They'll look to continue their winning ways here tonight as they are back in front of the home crowd. We're going to step away from our commercial break, and when we return, we will take a look around at the other games we can call on the Q92 Sports Network here tonight. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit Sarshone.com.
Looking for quality glass and mirror you can trust? At Cardinal Glass and Mirror, we handle it all, residential, commercial, and industrial. From window replacements to custom glass and custom mirrors, we've got you covered. We're a small, locally owned business, and we live by one promise. If we won't put it in our home, we won't put it in yours. Call today, 330-478-079. Visit us online at cardinalglassmirror.com or T57 Whipple Northwest in Canton.
RG Dregs, our county's premier career center. Our program prepares us to the high school level for career and continued education beyond high school. On completion, RG Dregs students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, building, and so much more. Contact RG Dreg to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Dreg, where careers begin.
Northeast Ohio knows football. Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best from Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the top trucks to the SUVs that fit your family, Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and a place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit Sarshone.com.
This is high school football presented by our group, Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
We are back inside the stadium here in Perry Township as both teams are on the field going for pregame. In my broadcast, Mike Boris. Mike, how you doing, friend?
I'm doing well, sir. How are you doing on this fantastic Friday night?
I'm amazing. Can I get any better? The sunshine. It's still warm. We're in October. High school football week 7. We're starting to see computer rankings. What could be better?
And we've got a humdinger of a football game tonight with the Fitch Falcons and the Perry Panthers. Before we talk about our game, let's jump around on the Q92 Sports Network games that are being played. Let's Mike, who has Orville and West.
It's week 7 here in Northeast Ohio with Orville Red Riders coming to Mount Fulton to take on the Northwest Indians. I'm Mike Dixon, joined by Ryan Rowland, live from Northwest High School for this Pac-7 matchup. Orville rides in the Northwest 4-2, 2-1 in the Pac-7. Orville is coming off a 1 loss in the South last week. QB Cameron, Jack Parker, Titan Luke, Kids. Overall top offensive players in the matchup. Kraft had a 77% completion rate for 4 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Westler had 14 carries, 113 yards, and 2 touchdowns, for 14 yards. For Indians come home after a 10 loss to Lake. And fourth battle was the first 15 touchdowns. The star running back left the game late in the quarter, and James 3 the field goal in the fourth quarter. Northwest had 124 172 passing yards for 296 total yards. But the stat that really hurt and slowed down the Northwest offense was 13 penalties for 115 yards against them. The matchup is all set to kick off here at CN. 4-2 Orville to kick off 3-2 North in a weekend battle. The Q92 Sports Network presented by Strong Auto Group.
Thanks a lot. That should be a good one indeed. Next, we're going to send it out to and we're going to Raleigh, Mass, Manchester at Bliss.
2025 high school football season can be summed up in 2 words here in the area. Grind. The Federal League Conference that teams jumbled at the top of standings vying for the title. But don't forget about the Pac-7 as well. That's the case of the conference in the first 6 weeks. And we have a great battle between 2 conference hosts tonight on hand. Those Falcons are 500 through the first 6 games, the last 5 of them being on the road. AJ teams off 41-14 loss at the hands of the Titans of Highway, and conference play hasn't been that kind to the Sons of Navarre so far. They're 0-2 and have allowed 89 combined points in those games after allowing just 27 in the first 4. But Coach Sarbaugh said back in the summer that all they need is a chance after that 5-game road trip in order to take the Pac-7 title. They have it. But tonight is a must-win for their conference championship hopes, and it won't be easy by any means. They welcome the Manchester Panthers, who are 5-1 and are led by Northwest quarterback Tyler Pappas, who's thrown for just under 200 yards in the season with 16 touchdowns and just 4 picks. Combined with the return of a All-Ohioan running back in Phil Parton, who's coming off a knee injury, and 3 players defensively who led the area in tackle for loss, things could be tough for the Falcons at home. You won't want to miss how it all goes down, as you can join Robert Coleman and I for all of the action with kickoff set for 7 o'clock. From Fred Broadweser Stadium in Navarre at Corrali, the Q92 Sports Network.
Thanks a lot, Matt. That should be a good one indeed. We're going to step aside. And when we return, we'll get you some more game previews, and we'll get you closer to kickoff here at Wakefield Stadium in Perry. You are listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Charshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Looking for quality glass and mirror work you can trust? At Cardinal Glass and Mirror in Canton, we have it all: residential, commercial, and industrial. From window replacements, custom glass, and custom mirrors, we've got you covered. We're a small, locally owned business, and we promise we won't yours. Call today, 330-478-0075. Visit us online at cardinalglassmirror.com or stop by at 1857 Northwest in Canton.
The weather might be getting cooler. Tasty Cream on Navarre Road is just heating up. Open all year, Tasty Cream is ready to serve you fresh-made specialty burgers, Stark County's best ponies, deep-fried mushrooms, crispy French fries, and so much more. To top it off, ice cream selection continues to grow. Special flurries, home root beer floats, amazing brownie sundaes, and over 20 flavors of hand-dipped ice cream. Order online at tasty.com. Or check out your Facebook and Instagram pages for event happening each month.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarchone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarchone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarchone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit Sarchone.com.
Peace of mind. It's one of the most important benefits that we can offer at Friends and Family Credit Union. Welcome to Family Secure Checking. It offers unrivaled security to protect your everyday finances and purchases, as well as comprehensive identity theft protection and reimbursement coverage, credit file monitoring, benefits for travel, shopping rewards, and cell phone protection that includes repair or replacement for up to 4 phones on your cell phone plan. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
This is high school football presented by Sarchone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back inside Wakefield Stadium at Perry High School, it's Q92 Sports. Mike Voorhees alongside Jay Wilhelm. Fitch and Perry will get off here about 19 minutes before then. We have some more game previews to get to. Right now, we're going to send it out to Christian Bigglesworth at Green High School for Glen Oak and Green.
We're live out here at Green Memorial Stadium, Uniontown, where tonight a battle of 1 and 5 teams will take place as the Glen Oak Eagles take on the Green Bulldogs. The Glen Oak Eagles come into tonight's game on a 3-game losing streak, dropping their first 3 Federal League matchups to Lake, Hoover, and Canton McKinley, who have a combined record of 17-1. Glen Oak been led on the ground this season by their running back Jimmy McClendon, who rushed for almost 5 yards on 78 carries and 3 touchdowns. And quarterback Evan Chrissy, who's thrown for 477 yards with 4 touchdowns this year, but unfortunately 7 interceptions. Glen Oak gave Hoover all they could handle at home last week, losing 28-21. As for the Green Bulldogs, they're also on a 3-game losing streak and have also lost to Hoover, Jackson, and McKinley. They're, of course, led by their quarterback Tyson Honka, who's thrown for over 1,000 yards already this season with 8 touchdowns to only 3 interceptions. He's also rushed for 486 yards, with Evan Reed running for 753 and Anthony McMichael III also running for 567 yards so far this season. Both teams want to establish the run tonight if they're going to get the victory. It's a Federal League rivalry matchup tonight as Glen Oak takes on Green. And you can hear it all right here on the Q92 Sports Network, Q92radiosports.com, and the Q92 YouTube page. From Green High School, I'm Christian Bigglesworth for Q92 Sports.
Thanks, Christian. Looking forward to that game. Next, we're going to send it out to Ryan Keller. He's got a big matchup, big Federal League game tonight as the McKinley Bulldogs travel to North Canton to take on the Hoover Vikings. Ryan, how's it going?
Week 7 of the high school football season brings us to Memorial Stadium in North Canton for a battle of Federal League beatings. The 5-1, 3-0 McKinley Bulldogs and the 6-0, 2-0 North Canton Hoover Vikings. A matchup that pins the highest-scoring offense in the Hoover Vikings with 222 points on the season against the McKinley defense, allowing only 8.3 points per game during their 4-game winning streak. And twice in those 4 games, holding opponents to under 100 total yards of offense. Some good news for the Vikings this week. Senior quarterback John Collins is expected to return after an ankle injury, allowing Jack Andes to return to his normal role at receiver. Andes had stepped in at the quarterback position the last 2 weeks, rushing for 103 yards, and then last week, 260 yards. He leads Hoover with 17 receptions for 303 yards and 6 touchdowns on the season and has scored 12 TDs overall. McKinley sophomore running back Kylan West enters this week as the county's leading rusher with 730 yards on the season, and he will face the county's leading tackler for loss in Hoover senior linebacker Carter Lukens with 14. But the Pups can beat you in the air as well with 2 dynamic receivers in DJ Britt and Darius Hill. They have a combined 7 of Trent Hayden's 10 touchdown passes on the season. McKinley has won 3 straight and 15 of the last 16 matchups with Hoover, and the Bulldogs lead the all-time series 25-26. It's the high-powered offense of Hoover against the stout defense of McKinley tonight from Memorial Stadium. Join me, Ryan Keller, and Antonio Hall with the call tonight. Kickoff set for 7 o'clock on Q92radiosports.com. From Memorial Stadium in North Canton, Ryan Keller, Q92 Sports.
Thanks a lot, Ryan. That should be a good one indeed. We're going to take another break. Step aside. When we come back, we'll get our AM game of the week and our FM game of the week and get you all squared away here for Fitch and Perry. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Charshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and
And we are back inside Wakefield Stadium at Perry High School. We've got Fitch, we've got Perry, but before we do, we've got a few more game previews to get to. Right now, we're going to send it to Sam Berkwin on AM 1310 WDPN. He has Carrollton and Alliance.
Tonight here at Caris Stadium at the campus of the University of Mount Union, high school football between the Alliance Aviators and the Carrollton Warriors. Carrollton comes in 3-3 overall, 1-0 in the EBC. Meanwhile, the high-flying Alliance Aviators, 5-1 on the season. They come in with a record of 1-0 in Eastern Buckeye Conference play. Alliance offense has been on fire all season long. In their wins, they've scored 25, 46, 26, 42, and 49. Their only loss of the year came to Louisville back on September the 29th as the Leopards got them at home in a game that was 30-13. The Warriors come in with a pretty good running attack. And by the way, the Carrollton Warriors have knocked off Alliance the last two seasons. Speaking of that running game, it's Levi Kiko. He has rushed for 630 yards and 5 touchdowns this year for Carrollton. Meanwhile, we all know about J.R. Jackson. Offense, defense, kicking game, punting game, special teams. He does it all. He is one of the top players in all of Stark County football. Should be a great ball game tonight. The weather is going to be outstanding, and the facility is just as good. Join myself and Caleb Norick for the play-by-play tonight to kick off at 7 o'clock from Caris Stadium here in Alliance as the Aviators take on the visiting Warriors of Carrollton. I'm Sam Berkwin for AM 1310 WDPN and the Q92 Sports Network.
Thanks a lot, Sam. We appreciate it. Now we're going to send it over to the FM. The Q92 game of the week, another Federal League matchup. The Jackson Polar Bears, the Lake Blue Streaks. Clint Scroggs, take it away.
3-3 Jackson visits 6-0 Lake in a must-win game for the Polar Bears. Jackson coming off a 21-19 home loss to Perry, in which it lost 3 interceptions, missed a field goal, and gave up 225 yards rushing. Junior quarterback Carter Mulman replaced the injured Lucas Eckerman and threw for 129 yards. Eckerman will miss this week's game with a concussion suffered against the Panthers. Jackson twice was down by 2 scores and rallied to get within 2 points. The second time came with 5:19 left. Perry held the ball the rest of the way. Senior running back Corey Jacobs had more than 100 yards rushing in each of his 4 starts and has scored 9 touchdowns since moving from receiver for the injured Chase Maurer. D lineman Reese Myers leads the team with 64 tackles. Lake was also uneven in last week's 13-10 win over Division IV Northwest. The Blue Streaks had 13 penalties in the win, which was highlighted offensively by wide receiver Zach Novak's 130 total yards and 2 touchdowns. He caught 2 passes for 80 yards and ran 6 times for 50. Quarterback Alex Squire was 8 of 15 for 137 yards and a score. The winning drive in the fourth quarter started with 10 minutes left, featured a 4th and 2 conversion at midfield, benefited from a 4th down interference call, and ended with Novak's 25-yard run. A later TD was erased by penalty. Davis Matson, the leading rusher for the Blue Streaks, he had 81 yards on 23 carries last week. Jackson's 24-14 win last season gave the Polar Bears a 19-18 lead in the all-time series. Huge playoff implications tonight as Lake hosts Jackson. I'm Clint Scroggs for the Q92 Sports Network.
Thanks a lot, Clint. We're going to step aside one last time before the start of the game. When we come back, we'll get you all set up for Fitch and Perry. You are listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Charshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
Football fans, Mondays just got better. Join Q92 Sports Live every Monday at 11 a.m. for the Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon. Watch on our Facebook, X, and YouTube channels as legends from the high school, college, and pro football world take the mic with inspiring speeches and incredible stories. Don't miss a moment. Like, follow, and subscribe to Q92 Sports on social media and catch every Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon live every Monday at 11 on the Q92 Sports Network.
It's time for Purple Raider football. Catch every snap, every score, and every big moment all season long on AM 1310 WDPN. This year, it's even easier to follow the 13-time national champion, Mount Union Purple Raiders. Listen live on AM 1310, the WDPN Facebook and X pages, and streaming on the Q92 YouTube channel. Sam Berkwin and Ryan Bevere are back in the booth, bringing you all the action. Don't miss a minute of Mount Union football on AM 1310 WDPN.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back inside Wakefield Stadium at Perry High School in Massillon. We've got the Austintown Fitch Falcons and the Perry Panthers. Jay, it is a packed house. Lots going on pregame. Lots of little kids on the field right now, so hopefully the game kicks off at its 7 o'clock scheduled time. We'll keep you posted. But before we get into the game, I had a chance to talk to both head coaches in our pregame, and let's take a listen to Fitch Falcon head football coach, TJ Parker. Q92 Sports here with Austintown Fitch Falcons head football coach, TJ Parker. Coach, it is week 7. Believe it or not, week 7. It is beautiful out here in Perry. How are we feeling tonight?
Feeling good. I mean, the weather this year has been unbelievable, knock on wood. So another game that feels like an August game with the weather, but we're excited to be here. This looks to be a great environment.
Coach, you are riding a 4-game winning streak. You have won 14 straight against the Federal League. What has made you so successful against the Federal League?
We don't look at it like that about the Federal League or anything. Just really good teams, really good games, and I think our guys have played well. And it's always, anytime you're going up against that conference, a conference that has so much tradition with so many good teams, it becomes pretty exciting. So I think our kids look forward to these games and look forward to these environments that the schools in the league provide. But we have so much respect for every school in that league.
That's awesome. Tonight, Coach, you take on a very good Perry team that loves to run the football. What has been the message to your defense to try to limit the big play and keep this game as close as could be?
I think what Perry does and on film is they bring a lot of big boys in and add gaps in as many ways as possible. So we can't be selfish. We can't try to tackle the ball carrier. We have to stay gap sound. And when he comes to our gap, we got to make a play. They do a good job of cutting back and running power 90 different ways. But their O-line is very well coached, very disciplined. And they find holes when you allow them to present themselves. So we got to stay sound up front. We got to win on first down, put them in positions in second and long and third and long. But it's going to be a war.
You also have 2 very talented running backs. What makes those 2 so dynamic and special?
Junie's just a hard worker and just finds a way to get it done week in and week out. You know, you watch his tape and you think, how does he do it? And he's the ultimate teammate and really, really fun kid to coach. And then Dre he's an exceptional talent, vision, speed, power. He's a threat every time the ball's in his hands. So we're fortunate to have those 2 guys in our backfield.
We are so excited for this game tonight, Coach. We want to wish you good luck tonight, the rest of the regular season. We appreciate your time. We look forward to talking to you again soon.
Thank you very much.
That was Coach TJ Parker. Next, let's take a listen to Spencer Leno of the Perry Panthers. Q92 Sports here with Perry Panthers head football coach Spencer Leno. Coach, week 7, beautiful night here in Perry. How are we feeling?
Feeling good. I thought we had a good week of practice. It's always after a big win, it's always difficult as a coach to keep the kids level-headed and to continue to work. But we have a group of kids who show up to work, blue-collar mentality, show up to work every day, and I think I'm very comfortable with how we practice this week.
Coach, obviously a tough 2-point loss last week to Jackson. What did you learn about your football team?
Yeah, well, we got the W.
You did get the W. It was a tough game, though. What did you learn about your team?
Yeah, just the ability. We've been preaching about playing all 4 quarters of football. And I felt that's what we did last week. And I think, especially that last drive offensively, that 4-minute drive that we put together to kind of put the cherry on top there to win it. I was really happy with how the offense ran the ball and had explosive plays.
We know you have a 3-headed monster. We heard rumors that Caleb could be back tonight. We don't know if it's true, but you don't have to tip your hand. That's okay. with you having 3 stud running backs, does that make your job harder because you got to find carries for all of them, or is it easier because you know you've got 3 very talented running backs?
I don't think it's hard at all. And when you have a group of kids that are unselfish, that really helps as well. And, we have guys that play both ways. Shepard plays both ways, and Lemon plays both ways at times. So to have a third guy in there as well, to provide, not a 1-2 punch, but, a triple combo there, you know what I mean? And I think it really helps us.
3-headed monsters are always great. 3 is always better than 2, right? We know that Fitch loves to run the ball, and they have 2 dynamic running backs as well. What has been the message to the defense this week to limit their big play ability?
Yeah, exactly that. Limit the big plays by Fitch. We have to take good angles. We have to run to the football, gang tackle. Both backs, like you said, are very stout running backs. So we have to wrap, squeeze, drive for 5, as we say, and run to the football. It's as simple as that.
Coach, we want to thank you for your time. We wish you the best of luck tonight the rest of the way, and hopefully we get a chance to talk to you again real soon.
Yep, thank you very much.
That was both head coach TJ Parker and then head coach Spencer Lino. Jay, it is a phenomenal night for football. Packed house on both sides. These 2 teams are ready to get at it, bro, and I think we've got one of the best games of the night.
Oh, we definitely have one of the best games of the night. This is going to be an absolute smash mouth kind of football game. Both of these teams very, very good. 4-1. I think the other one's 4-2. Perry coming off of the big Federal League win where they had to battle to beat Jackson. And we got both teams out on the field, and we are about ready for kickoff. It looks like Fitch won the toss and deferred to the second half, so Perry is going to kick off to the Falcons. The Falcons are in the white jerseys with the blue pants, and then they have the red numbers and the blue helmets. And Perry, I love this setup, especially when they're at home. Perry is in the all blacks from top to bottom, from helmets to shoes. And they have the white numbers with the white P on their helmets. We got the ball teed up, and we are ready to kick it off. The ball line drive right down the middle. It's going to be fielded at the 6. Out to the 20. Up the right side, he fumbles it, jumps on it immediately as it bounced back up into his own hands, as that was Tate on the return.
Yeah, Devonzo Tate the third. I think he tried to go and adjust the ball and move it to his inside arm, and he just kind of bobbled it. Thankful that he fell on it. Gives Fitch the football on the 27-yard line.
We're going to get to see junior quarterback, 5'10", 170-pound Colin Callahar, as he is going to come out in the shotgun formation. He's going to have a running back in the backfield with him. 1 receiver up top to the left, 2 down here to the right, and they are going to go left to right to start the ball game. Perry setting up right now in the 3-4, it looks like, and they're going to take the snap. He's going to go to the left side. It's going to be a reverse pass. They're looking downfield. His receiver fires it down the right side. It's going to be high point and knocked away by the Perry defender.
What a play. You go into the bag of tricks this early. First play of the game.
I love it.
That's awesome. It felt like I was playing Tecmo Super Bowl on the Nintendo back in the day. Love the trickeration to start the football game. Perry, though, almost had the interception. Great defensive job by Evan Lauerbacher. He is 6'2", all of 6'2", and he almost got that football.
Callahar back in the shotgun. Same formation as first down, as we are now 2nd and 10 from their own 27-yard line. They're going to hand it off to the back this time. He goes straight up the middle, maybe gets a yard, and that's going to be it, and it's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Falcons.
That ball carrier was number 1, DeAndre Richard. We will refer to him as Dre. That is what the coach said he prefers. 5'9", 195 pounds. And Jay, he is a dynamic ball carrier. Him and Junie Higgs will say his name a bunch tonight as well.
I love on the roster, it says that Higgs is a DB/athlete.
He does a lot for the Fitch Falcons, that's for sure.
So Callahar in the shotgun again. Now they got 4 receivers in the running back, 2 receivers to each side. He takes the snap, fires it over the middle, got his man, but he's going to be really close. They're going to say 4th and less than a yard.
It was a great offensive play. He had space in the zone, and Fitch isn't even thinking twice about this, Jay. They're going for it.
On their own 36-yard line. Fitch had a game plan, and they are not diverting from it now. They're going to be very aggressive. 3 receivers up top to the left, 1 down here to the right. And he has Dre in the backfield with him, right behind him, standing at about the 29-yard line. We have a 4th and 1 from their own 36. That play clock down to 5 now as they're just getting the play in from the sideline. 4 receiver set, and it looks like we are going to have to see Fitch use a timeout already, as this timeout is brought to you by the Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
Absolutely. You love it. I mean, obviously they were trying to draw Perry offsides. Great job. However, the confusion with 5 seconds left didn't really help things. But look at this. Fitch running out of the timeout, Jay. They're ready to punt this thing.
Yeah, they decided that the juice wasn't worth the squeeze, so they're going to bring out their punter. And Perry's going to have 2 guys back standing around their 25 and 30-yard lines respectively. 10-17 to go here in the first quarter. And it's no score as we are going to see Perry on offense for the first time, barring a crazy turn of events. And there's the snap, rolls to his right, and a nice spiraling punt. It's going to land at the 20, and it's going to get a Fitch roll all the way inside the 5 and down to the 2-yard line.
That was an incredible punt, number 81, Jackson Faulkner. 5'9", senior kicker. And I'll tell you what, I love the little rugby style. You run out and you pooch it. Jay, it had just the right amount of height, but even better, like your golf game, had that beautiful spin once it hit the carpet.
Yep, that's a tap-in birdie right there if you want to equate it to what I got to do on the golf course. But Perry coming out for the first time tonight, they are going to have to start on their 2-yard line with their 5'8", 166-pound sophomore quarterback, Cameron Treharn.
Well, we talked about the 3-headed monster. Let's see which tailback will be the first one out of the gate here.
So they're going to start in the shotgun with both backs in the backfield with him. He's going to take the snap and hand it off to one who gets back to the 1-yard line, and they didn't get nothing.
So that was number 20, Caleb Hundley, the senior tailback. This is his first game back, Jay, following an injury. Coach wouldn't tip his hand whether or not he was going to play tonight. It's good to see the senior get a carry, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't want it from his own 2-yard line.
No, and it's gonna take him a few hits to get back into that game situation. So now it's going to be 2nd and 10 from their own 2-yard line. Same formation. They put a man in motion. Takes the snap, hands it off again. This time it's going to go up the left side. He breaks 1 tackle, but only gets out to the 4-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 8.
Yeah, it was Hundley again on the carry, so you got to love it. Perry comes out, puts both stud running backs in the backfield, one on each hip. The other running back is Connor Shepard, the senior, 5'11", 215. I would be handing him the football. He's a bit of a bruiser. Hundley only 5'11", 190, Jay.
Yep, 3rd and 8. We're under 9 minutes to play here in the first quarter. No score. 3rd and 8 from their own 4. Takes the snap. This time they're going to run it wide out to the right side. He breaks 1 tackle and gets taken down at his own 7-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
Well, obviously we know Perry loves to run the football. That's what they're out here to do. They're going to establish that run, especially deep in their own territory. Not able to get anything going. Great job by the Fitch Falcon defense. Sets up an amazing punt from deep inside his end zone here, Jay.
Yeah, Perry about 7-8 yards deep in their own end zone with their punter. Fitch playing the field position game as they decided to go away from that 4th and 1 and punt it. Here's the snap. Ball is high punt, and it's going to land at the 50. It's going to be caught at the 50. And he's coming to the right side. He's trying to get the corner. Down inside to the 40, inside Perry's 40. He's still fighting down to the Perry 35-yard line.
Well, the punt may have been high, but the return was a little bit better. Great job there by number 11 on the Fitch Falcons That would be Brady Evans, 5'10", 180-pound senior. Did a great job coming to the outside, followed his blocks. He needed about one or two more, Jay, and he'd have broke it to the house.
And now Fitch is going to start on the Perry 35-yard line, and we get to see Kalahar back out there for the second time. Two receivers to his left, one up top to the right, and he's got his back. Dre in the backfield with him, and we got a flag on the play. We've had some movement. It's going to be false start on the offense. That'll knock Fitch back 5 yards to make it 1st and 15 from the Perry 40-yard line.
Obviously not what you want when you have great field position. You don't want to give some back. But unfortunately, a little movement pre-snap draws a flag every time. Back to the drawing board, Fitch Falcons.
Still no score here, 7:53 to go in the first quarter. Each team has had it once. Fitch on their second offensive drive of the ball game. 1st and 15 from the Perry 40. Kalahar takes the snap, hands it off to Dre, cuts it back up the middle. He gets back inside the 35 to the 33-yard line as they got that penalty yardage back, and it's going to And now we're at 3rd and 6 from the Perry 31 for the Fitch Falcons. As Kalahar's back in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's rolling right, looking downfield. Rolling right, looking downfield, and he just throws it away far out of bounds to bring up 4th down.
Great job there by the Perry Panthers. A good pressure to the quarterback, flushed him out of the pocket. And a great job by the defensive backs, keeping the receivers contained. Nowhere to throw the football. Brings up 4th and 5, Jay. Ball on the 31. Let's see what Fitch does here.
They're kind of in no man's land for a field goal kicker in high school. So they're going to go ahead and go for this. Kalahar in the shotgun. He's got a receiver to each side, but this time he's got 2 running backs, one on each hip. 4th and 5 from the Perry 31. He takes the snap. Kalahar turns around, rolls right, fires it over the middle, and it is caught. Miraculously caught as everybody on Fitch's offensive sideline was stumbling around, and they somehow came up with the 1st down.
Number 16, DeAndre Reed, the senior, 6'3", 230-pound tight end, able to stumble, rumble, and tumble to get that 6 yards that they needed for the 1st down. It sets them up 1st and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line, Jay. They're in the RG Drag red zone.
Is it the red zone at the 20, or do you got to be inside the 20?
I think it's the 20. I think the 20 starts the red zone.
Okay. Kalahar goes to take the snap, but a flag whistles it dead, and it's another false start for the Fitch offense.
Now, it looks like this one may not be false start, but a legal procedure. I think it's the same motion, but
I can only go off of the motion. I'm not down sitting field level, my guy. I'm up top. So if they give me a false start motion, they're getting a false start call.
There you go. That's fair.
And that'll knock it back 5 yards. 1st and 15 now. Back outside of the RG Drag red zone.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, you did. And it's 1st and 15. 5:30 to go here in the first quarter. Still no score. And now we're going to have another referee whistling it dead as he's raising the roof.
Reset the play clock. It was down to 1 because they didn't reset it after the penalty. Yeah.
Yep. So we're done raising the roof. And Kalahar in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Pitches it to left to the Dre. Goes up the left side. We got a flag on the play. And that's probably going to come back. Offensive holding as Fitch can't get out of their own way.
Yeah, 2 flags usually thrown in the same spot usually leads to a hold. Something to look at, Jay. Kalahar tugging at it like he's rubbing the back of his leg on his right leg. rubbing the back of his leg a little bit after that run. So you wonder if he might maybe a cramp, maybe a little tight muscle, something going on there. So something to keep an eye on as we progress here. The weather, it's a little muggy tonight, but we'll see.
So that's going to knock them back all the way to the Perry 35-yard line, back pretty much where they started. And it's going to be 1st and 25 with 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Still no score. Fitch on their second offensive possession of the ball game. Kalahar fakes the handoff, rolls right, fires it into the flat, complete. Down to the 30, to the 28, to the 27-yard line goes Fitch.
That was DeAndre Reed, the senior tight end, again on the reception. Fitch just taking what Perry gave him, a little zone. Tight end found a little hole in the zone, picked up some solid yards. It's only 3, but it's better than 0.
It's better than going backwards like they've been going. So they did something there that was just easy to get everybody on the offense settled back down and back on the same page. And now we're going to go 5 wide, and Kalahar's in the shotgun all by himself. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. 2nd and 17. Takes the snap, fires it to the left side. Got a man who is hit immediately.
That was Devonzo Tate the third. And you are absolutely right, Jay. Caught it and immediately hit. Into the scoreboard we go. Glen Oak leads Green after a 73-yard touchdown run. Jadavion McClendon from 73 yards, extra point good. And Hoover leads McKinley 7-0 after a Jack Andes 60-yard touchdown run.
Shocking. We've never heard that name before.
I don't know who that is.
3rd and 13 with 3:40 to go here in the first quarter on the Perry. 23-yard line goes Fitch. They're staying 5 wide in the shotgun. Kalahar drops back to pass. Looking right. Scrambling right. He falls down. He got the turf monster, and he's actually holding that same leg that you mentioned earlier, and that doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't. He was rubbing the leg a couple of plays ago. He went to plant to take off running, and the leg just flat out gave out, and he just fell down. Jay, he is in absolute agony right now.
They're stretching it like a cramp. Because if that was an Achilles, they wouldn't be –
or an ACL or anything.
Yeah, they would not be touching the leg the way they are, and they're stretching him out.
Yeah.
So that looks like it could be a cramp, and he felt it coming. And you can, at times, feel the cramp coming in your legs.
Right.
It's just not all the way there, and then you think you're fine, and then you try to do that plant and push, and then all of a sudden it comes with a vengeance.
Get that man some Gatorade and some potassium, whether it be a banana, a tablet, something. Get him – cramps suck. If you've had them, I seem to get them in the middle of the night sometimes, and they're painful.
Oh, you'll wake up screaming. You get them in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I used to think of them as Charlie horses,
Yep.
something similar to that. So
Very similar.
hopefully he is good while we wait. Back to the scoreboard. Alliance and Carrollton tied at 7. Akron Manchester leads Fairless 7-0, and Jackson leads Lake 3-0.
A lot of good games on our slate this week. A lot of good games.
And next week, too. I mean, obviously, we're at week 7. That can't be right. We're at week 7 already.
Every year it seems we've both been doing this for 5 years. You straight through. I did 4 years, took a year off, came back. Or I did 3 years, took a year off, came back for the last 2. So we've been doing this the same amount of time. And it seems every year the season goes quicker and quicker and quicker.
Yeah. We'll be talking about playoffs soon enough. Kalahar gets up, and he is hobbling badly. He is hobbling, Jay. He can hardly put
You
any
can
weight.
tell that thing's tight. So it's going to be 4th and 27, and that is going to make the decision for the coaching staff. They're going to go ahead and bring out the punt unit as they're going to try to pin Perry deep yet again and play that field position game.
Look at this setup here.
Yeah, there's nobody back for Perry.
No.
They're coming for all of it. It looks like they're playing for the fake. But there's nobody back deep. And it is a fake. He's dropping back to pass. He avoids the rush and punts it away.
I
get it. I get it.
You try what you can. I mean, obviously they came right out of the books with a fake punt or with a reverse trick play on the first play of the game. Of course, a fake punt, not out of the question. He was looking to throw, Jay, but Perry did a phenomenal job defending it.
Well,
and then he had no choice.
Well, they
to
knew
punt
that was coming. That's why they didn't even have a single guy back to field the punt. They're like, we're going to ride this wave all the way to the end, and where it lands is where it lands. But this time, oddly enough, Perry gets to start their second drive of the ball game from their own 16-yard line, 1st and 10, 2:59 mark of the first quarter. We still have no score as Treyharn is in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. He brings a man in motion and then hands it off to him, who's dancing, going the wrong way, trying to get the corner, and he won't, so he's just going to have to submarine down for a loss.
That was number 17, Nasir Foster, 5'10", 156.7 pound tailback, wide receiver. I love when the weights. I love they're down to the exact amount.
I've never seen that before.
That's amazing. I love it.
So he lost 5 yards on that one. It's going to be 2nd and 15 from their own 11-yard line for the Panthers as Treyharn is back in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. This time he's only got 1 back in the backfield, and he's going to hand it off to him. Goes up the left side, cuts it back towards the middle, out to the 20, to the 22, to the 23-yard line.
That was Jonathan Lemon, the junior, 5'10", 152-pound tailback. And, Jay, he's got some wheels.
He's a gamer, that's for sure. And they're going to break the huddle immediately as it's 3rd and short after that great run by Lemon. Back in the shotgun for Treyharn. He's got, looks like, Lemon still in the backfield with him, and then a receiver to his right and 1 down to his left. And they got 2 tight ends up there in the box, too. And here we go. They're going to hand it off to Lemon, who goes up the left side, and he's trying to fight through to get those 2 yards. And they're going to call him just short of the sticks.
Well, and Perry very quick to send the punting unit out as the lights went on, and then they went off, and now they're on again. I don't like the lights on. It creates a glare. Can't really see well.
It does.
Can our gentleman friend down in the end flip that switch? That would be great.
And now Perry brings out the punting unit as well. And they get this one off. This one's a low line drive that's going to bounce at the Fitch 45, and it's going to be fielded at the 40. Up to the 45 to the 46 before he is taken down.
That was Junie Higgs, the athlete. I love that description.
Yeah.
Athlete.
Yeah, I love that.
Grabs the punt, gets a few yards, and then he is brought down. Jay, this first quarter flown by.
It doesn't feel like it.
54 seconds
Maybe
left.
to you. You and I have very different definitions of fast, but we got 54 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Fitch coming back out on offense. We'll see who's leading the quarterback spot as they're starting from their own 46-yard line, and it is indeed Colin Kalahar as he is being let out with his offensive line. So here we go. Colin Kalahar in the shotgun. 1 receiver to his left, 2 down here to his right, and he's got Dre in the backfield with him. They put a man in motion. Kalahar takes a snap, hands it off immediately to Dre, who goes up the left side. He's got room. Inside Perry territory down to the Perry 43-yard line.
And if Nasir Foster wasn't there to make the tackle, Dre is standing in the end zone doing a little touchdown celebration. That kid can run as well.
Quick first step. As now that is going to bring up they gave him the first down as he got enough on that run as they are now inside Perry territory on the Perry 43-yard line. Kalahar back in the shotgun. This time only 1 receiver up top to the left. And he's got Dre in the backfield with him again. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Here comes the blitz, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield, back in his own territory at his own 48-yard line.
Well, he can't dance around. He is hobbling, Jay. He can't plant and run. So it's something that we're going to have to watch. But that Perry defense just swallowed him up very quickly. And, Jay, I don't think they're going to run another play.
I wouldn't. I'd give Kalahar some chance to get more of that leg stretched back out again. But that's going to end the first quarter as we have no score here at Wakefield Stadium between Austintown Fitch and the Perry Panthers. We're going to step away. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92.
RG Drag, Star County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Wakefield Stadium for the start of the second quarter as Austintown Fitch and the Perry Panthers are knotted at 0. Nobody really coming close. Fitch got inside the red zone for one play before they started going backwards. Perry hasn't even seen a play outside of their own side of the 50-yard line, and they're going to flip the field, and now Fitch is going to go from right to left, and Perry's going to go from left to right for the rest of the half.
Colin Callahar, all he did during that entire timeout, that break, stretch. That's all he did.
Yeah, it's tight. It's tight, so that must have been a bad one because it's still not stretched out yet. But he's going to be in the shotgun. Two receivers up top to his right, one down here to his left. And he's going to take the snap and hand it off to his running back who goes up the right side out to the 50 and inside Perry territory to the Perry 48-yard line.
And again, after each play, Jay, he's bending over, Callahar bending over, touching his leg all the way down, touching his toes, trying to stretch that leg out, that calf muscle. It's got to be painful.
And that was Junie Higgs on the carry this time for Austintown Fitch, as they are now sitting with a 3rd and 15 from the Perry 48-yard line, 11:30 to go until halftime. No score on the board for either team. And Fitch is going to go 4 wide, 2 to each side. Callahar in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back the pass, looking right, fires right, just over the hands of his intended target. Brady Evans incomplete. It's going to bring up another 4th down.
Yeah, it looks like when he's trying to plant and throw, he can't do that.
Can't push off
snap
yet.
It right. He can't snap it like you're supposed to. And that's something to watch. I mean, Jay, at what point do you say, hey, go sit the bench, relax a little bit? Let's put somebody else out there that's able to do those things.
It depends. I mean, they have a sophomore starting at quarterback. Or no, he's a junior. He's a junior. It's Perry that's got the sophomore.
Yes.
But I don't know what their backup situation looks like, so I don't know. And here comes Perry again, running everybody up to the line on the punt because they don't think that they're going to punt it away. And this time they actually do, but it's very high but very short. It's going to land at the 22 and take a Perry bounce out to the 26-yard line. Again, Perry does not put a guy deep. They bring everybody up to account for the possibility of the fake.
Well, you ran it once. What's going to stop you from running it again?
I mean, every time they've done it, they've been inside Perry territory. So it makes sense because you're probably not going to get that big of a difference. I mean, if you can get the first down, snatch it away if they're not paying attention and they're lulled to sleep. But if you don't see it, just punt it away. You're going to get about the same result as if you do a straight punt. You're just giving your kids options at that point.
Correct.
But here comes Perry. Treharn out in the shotgun. He's got a man in motion as he brings both receivers down here to the right side. Treharn takes the snap, hands it off to his back, who goes up the right side and dives across the 30-yard line.
That's Connor Shepard, the senior, 5'11", 215-pound tailback.
He's a big boy.
He is a monster.
Yeah, he's hard to bring down. He's got that low center of gravity, too, because he runs. He's tall, but he runs low and keeps those big old legs churning. He's thick.
There you go.
Treharn back in the shotgun. Two receivers up top to the left this time. Treharn takes the snap, and he's going to hand it off to him again. Up the right side this time, and they're going to get out to the 33-yard line.
Again, Shepard trying to get to the outside. Great job by Fitch, able to keep him contained. Sets up a 3rd and 3. The ball is on the 33.
I told you this is going to be a punch-him-in-the-mouth type physical game. Both teams like to run the football. Both teams seem to, most of the time thus far, have liked to keep it in between the tackles, which makes it even more of a 3 yards in a cloud of dust type football game, which has always kind of been what Perry liked to do. I haven't really had a whole lot of experience watching Fitch play football in any facet of my life, but here's Trey Harn back in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off on the draw play on a 3rd and 3, and he gets blasted, and they're going to call him short.
What a job there by the Fitch defense. Marky Fitzgerald on the tackle. What a tackle it was. 1 yard is all they give Shepherd. 4th and 2, and now they have to punt again.
You have to be a sound tackler if you're going to bring that kid down in one shot, and that's exactly what he was, and that's exactly what happened. Fitch has got a man back deep, standing in his own 25-yard line. High, deep punt. It's going to be fielded at the 26, and he's going to be spun down right there.
Great tackle, Evan Lauerbacher, 6'2", 185 senior. What a tackle. As soon as number 11, Brady Evans, caught that football, he was spun to the turf. He wasn't going anywhere.
That was beautiful punt coverage by Perry. And now Austintown Fitch is going to have to start 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. I think this might be one of, if not the worst, starting field position for Fitch so far tonight. And here comes Kalahar again, as he's going to keep giving it a go. Although he's getting worked on every time he comes to the sideline to try to get those muscles loosened back up. So he's going to be in the shotgun. He's going to have two receivers up top to the right, one down here to the left as he puts a man in motion. Takes a snap, hands it off to Dre, who goes up the left side, and he's going to be drugged down, and every flag in a 10-mile radius came flying in.
Well, he got drugged down because they grabbed his face mask and threw him down.
Yep.
15 yards will be added to the end of this one, Jay. That was, wow.
I don't think that he did it intentionally,
Oh, no.
but in my opinion, and I would do the same thing, if you're already caught up in the face mask, you're going to get the flag anyway. Just use it to your advantage. That may sound real bad, but you're already going to get called for it. And it's going to come all the way out to their own 45-yard line as Perry gives them great field position after one play. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Still no score here in Perry. 8:39 to go until halftime. And Kalahar is in the shotgun, and he's got Dre on his right hip. Two receivers down to the left, puts one in motion up top to the right with another one. Takes the snap, hands it off to Dre. Dre jitterbugging, spin moves out of the pile, but doesn't get anywhere as he's ankle tackled in the backfield.
Connor Shepherd playing both ways, made a phenomenal tackle. I tell you what, Jay, we called this before the game started. We said this was going to be a battle on both sides of the football. Neither team able to get much started offensively.
This is a trenches football game, and it's now 2nd and 12 for Fitch from their own 43-yard line. Kalahar in the shotgun. He's got two receivers out wide, one to each side and one in the slot that he puts in motion and brings in close, hands it off to Dre, goes up their left side, cuts it back out to the 50, and then he is met.
Yes, he is. A huge tackle by Nasir Foster. He pretty much smacked him right in the mouth.
Literally, they went face mask to face mask on that collision. And that's going to bring Fitch into para territory on the Perry 49-yard line, 3rd and 4. So this is a manageable 3rd down for the Falcons. As Kalahar is going to come out in the shotgun. This time he's got Higgs in the backfield with him. Two receivers up top to the right, one down here to the left. Big 3rd down for both teams. Perry jumps off sides, and that's going to give Fitch an automatic 1st down because that's a 5-yard penalty, just enough to move the chains.
Yep, something to watch on the sideline, Jay. DeAndre Richard, a.k.a. Dre, as we will refer to him, after that big hit, came to the sideline, took his helmet off. He was very woozy, went down to a knee, and he has been on that knee since he came to the sideline. After that penalty gives him the 1st down, he was helped to his feet. So you wonder, did he get his bell rung a little bit?
Probably the way he got tackled. I mean, like I said, they met face mask to face mask. But here we go, 1st and 10 for the Falcons from the Perry 44-yard line, under 7 minutes to play until halftime, no score. Kalahar in the shotgun. Two receivers up top, one down here to the right. takes the snap, hands it off to his running back, who goes up the left side, pushes down a one would-be tackler, dives forward to the Perry 40.
Fantastic. You love to see it. I mean, obviously, when you have a two-headed running back, Higgs, Richard, both phenomenal tailbacks. Both of them can run. This is going to be fun to watch.
It's going to be 2nd and 6 as he got 4 on that one. Stay in the shotgun. 6:20 to go here in the second quarter. Still no score. Kalahar takes the snap, hands it off, goes up the right side, cuts it back to the middle, back to the left side, fights it forward. He's going to have enough for the first down.
Great job there, taking what the defense gave you. He is a very patient runner, and Fitch quickly back to the ball.
That was Higgs again on the carry, as he's exclusively in the backfield now. Kalahar in the shotgun. They got trips to the left. They fake the pass to the left and hand it off to Higgs again, who goes right up the middle.
Again, another phenomenal run. He is such a patient runner, and look who's coming back into the ball game.
Here comes Dre. And it's going to be 2nd and 6 as Higgs gained 4 on that first down run. Fitch starting to put together a nice little drive as they are down to the Perry 27-yard line. This time, Kalahar is going to have 2 backs in the backfield with him, 2 receivers to his left, 1 up top to his right, and then he puts a man in motion. And he's going to hand it off to Dre, who goes right up to the line, spins out of it, and dives forward for another 2 yards. And there he is, shaking cobwebs off as he gets up after that tackle.
It's just, they're both phenomenal runners. He's very patient. 3rd and 2, ball on the 23.
Right back to the line of scrimmage for both teams as Kalahar checks on Dre as he comes into the backfield with him. 2 receivers to the right, 1 down here to the left. 3rd and 2, Fitch. The ball is snapped, and it's fumbled on the snap, and Perry's got it. It never made it back to the quarterback, as it must have hit off of his leg or his behind as he was trying to snap it to Kalahar.
Oh, and Fitch is dejected. They can't believe it. What a job by, Perry. What a lucky play for Perry. Obviously, Fitch driving down, a big mistake for Fitch. Now Perry, a little momentum, plus you get the ball to start the third quarter. So why not?
That was a 3rd and 2 from their own, or from the Perry 25-yard line, and they were marching. And then now here comes Treharn and his guys, 4 wide, 2 to each side, fires it to the left, got his man right at the line of scrimmage. He cuts forward, out to the 30, to the 41, man to beat, and he gets drugged down from behind. But Perry 1st and 10 as they're moving the chains.
That's the first pass of the ball game, and Nasir Foster showed why. He's got some wheels. We got pizza delivered to the press box. That's a beautiful sight.
Here we go, shotgun formation. Treharn got 4 receivers, 2 to his left, 2 to his right, and he's got Jonathan Lemon in the backfield with him. 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. Cameron takes the snap and hands it off to Lemon, who goes up the left side, breaking a couple of tackles out to the 50 and pushing his way to the Fitch 49-yard line, as that's a nice 7-yard gain by the Panthers.
Oh, they're going to give him 8, Jay. 2nd and 2 now, and they're quick.
Right back to the line of scrimmage, 4 wide again. And they fake the snap, and then they're going to look to the sideline as Treharn getting the play call from the sideline. As they are on the far side, we are in the visitors' press box facing north. And here we go, Treharn back in place in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off to the back, who's hit in the backfield immediately.
That was John Vaughn, junior defensive lineman. Jay, he got into that backfield and blew that play up.
Big play. That brings up 3rd and 4 now for the Panthers. 3:25 to go until halftime. Still no score. Treharn in the shotgun. 4 receivers, 2 to each side. He's got Lemon in the backfield with him, who's behind him while he's in the shotgun. 3:08 to go until halftime. The clock is moving. Perry does get the ball first in the second half. Traharn takes the snap, drops back the pass, looking downfield, fires it deep over the middle. Nobody there but a bunch of Fitch Falcons, and it falls through their hands, incomplete.
Well, there was two guys there, Junie Higgs and Isaiah Porch. Porch should have let it go, and Junie would have caught the football, and it would have been an interception. Basically, threw it up for grabs, but I didn't see a Perry receiver.
There was no Perry receiver anywhere in the area, so that's going to bring up a 4th and 4 for the Panthers with 2:55 to go, and they bring out the punting unit again. Fitch has got a guy standing at his own 10-yard line. There's the snap, another nice high punt, but they're going to whistle it dead, and it's going to be a false start on the Perry Panthers. That's going to knock them back 5 yards.
Yeah, obviously mental mistakes and penalties you can't have in a game like this, because this is the type of game where one big play could change it all.
Yep, 4th and 9 now, as that's going to go back to the Panther 44-yard line.
They all went back too far.
Yeah, yep.
They were like, wait a minute.
2:54 to go. Now the Fitch player is waiting at his own 15-yard line. There's the low snap. He bobbles it, picks it up, and gets it off. High and short, though. Off to the right side. It's going to land at the 30, and it's going to take a Perry bounce inside the 30, rolling all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, that's what you love. He took the snap on the punt, dropped it, picked it back up, bobbled it, still punted it. Not a great punt, but the roll helps. Sets Fitch up for their most likely what will be their final drive before halftime.
That's the second drive in a row for the Falcons on offense where they'll be starting from their own 26-yard line. And here comes Kalahar again. And Dre is with him in the backfield. And they're going to be in the shotgun. 1st and 10, 2:39 to go until half. Still no score between the Falcons and the Panthers. Kalahar takes the snap, hands it off to Dre, who goes up the right side, spin move, gets to the 30 to the 31-yard line. Nice little first down run.
Jay, I think he hit the spin button a little too early. He's playing Madden.
He has done a spin move on his last 4 consecutive runs.
Well, how about that, folks?
The B button might be stuck.
Might need to take it out, blow on it, put it back in.
Well, that's Nintendo. I don't think kids today know what that even is. So Kalahar back in the shotgun. Dre this time, instead of behind him, is going to be on his right hip. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Dre, fires it to the right side, and Perry was all over it, drills him deep in the Falcon backfield.
It was almost as if Jaden Wilson saw the play before it happened, shed the block, and went and drilled him as he made the catch. Wow. Fitch going the wrong way.
So 3rd and 14 now from their own 22-yard line, 1:35 to go until halftime. And right now, if you're Fitch, it's just all about hanging on to the football and not doing something catastrophic right before halftime. Kalahar in the shotgun, puts a man in motion. He's got Dre in the backfield. He's going to drop back to pass. It's a little screen pass off to the right, but Perry diagnosed that one too.
Wow, Evan Laubacher again, and he's hurt.
Looks like his wrist.
He's up, shaking it off.
Or no, a hip maybe.
Now he's getting some help off the field here. Laubacher. I think that's how we'll pronounce it. Number 10 for Perry, Jay.
Yeah, Laubacher. Evan Laubacher.
Laubacher, makes sense.
Good job.
So Perry burns one of its 3 timeouts, 2 remaining, 1:12 to go. This timeout brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
And it's going to be 4th and 15 for Austintown Fitch from their own 20-yard line. 1:12 to go until halftime. Still no score. This time Perry is going to put 2 guys back deep. It's going to be Nasir Foster and Jonathan Lemon, as they're going to be back deep for now. That's how they were the last 2 times, and then they ran up last minute. Although this time it's a very different formation on the punt team for Austintown Fitch. It looks like your traditional punting formation.
This is Jackson Faulkner, who punted earlier.
Standing at his own 6, gets the low snap, runs it to the right, line drive right down the middle. Again, a nice, and it's going to bounce into the hands. Foster up to the left side, cuts it across the 50, down to the Fitch 43-yard line. 1 minute to go. Perry has 2 timeouts. They're starting this drive inside Fitch territory. Can they steal some points and try to go 2 for 1?
Absolutely. I mean, why wouldn't you try? You got 2 timeouts. You got 4 downs. Do what you can, get down the field, a little field goal, that's points. You want something positive, get some momentum, go into the locker room, make some second half adjustments, and then you put the gas pedal down for that 3rd and 4th quarter.
So Trey Harn in the shotgun. Got 3 receivers to his right, 1 up top to the left. Trey Harn takes a snap, hands it off to Lemon, who goes up the left side, and he bursts through the line, down to the 30-yard line.
And Perry very quickly on the ball as the clock will start.
And here comes Trey Harn, this time under center. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Now he goes back into the shotgun, still got Lemon in the backfield with him. Looks over to the sideline. Clock is still running, 43 seconds to go until half. Lemon off to the left side. 3 receivers to the right, 1 up top to the left. Trey Harn takes the snap, hands it off to Lemon, who is drilled 2 yards deep in the backfield.
And Spencer Lino very quickly, very disgustedly calling a timeout. Not what you wanted there on 1st down.
And this timeout is brought to you by the Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to take a friend into the family. We're going to keep it right here. It's going to be 2nd and 6.
That's not right.
That's not right on the scoreboard. Let's fix that, folks. We're on the other side of the field, so we can't tell you.
There you go. 2nd and 13.
2nd and 13 from
it's
their.
Almost as if they heard you, Jay.
Well, I do talk loud. 2nd and 13 from the Fitch 30-yard line. 32 seconds to go until half. Perry does get it to start the second half, and they now are down to 1 timeout. We still have no score, and if they make it to halftime with a blank board, it'll be the first time this year that I have had a no score at halftime ball game.
I don't think I've ever, in my 5 years, I don't think I've ever had a no score game.
So Trey Harn takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking left, fires it up over the top. Way too far as his receiver stopped, and the Fitch DB kept going.
Well, obviously, I think the receiver and the quarterback on 2 different pages. And that's obviously not what you wanted. 3rd down, 13. Is there a flag on the play? There is.
Didn't see that at the end of that one. Let's see what it is.
Maybe that's why he threw it.
Pass interference on the defense. So that's why he was not able to continue his route.
And that's why he chucked it deep. He had a free play.
So that's going to bring up an automatic 1st down for the Perry Panthers. And they are now inside the RG Drag red zone for the first time tonight. Learn, earn, and succeed with RG Drag. And Trey Harn in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 1 up top to the left. He's got Lemon in the backfield with him. Fires it to the right side through the incomplete hands of his intended target, Nasir Foster.
Well, right now you got a little bit of a chip shot field goal. I shouldn't say chip shot. Nothing is a chip shot. Shouldn't say that. This isn't Pat McAfee in the kicking contest on College Game Day.
Which has become a chip shot.
Well, he's changed the rules. You'll see this week.
I can't wait. I can't. You know, I kicked the field goal. You know, my roommate in college played college football. And I kicked the field goal once from 37 yards. But here goes Trey Harn. Drops back the pass out of the shotgun. Steps up, avoids the rush, and he's going to take off running. Looking downfield, and he stops. Goes down at the 13-yard line. And let's see if Perry uses that final timeout.
They will. Yep,
they're going to let it run all the way down. Or nope, they're going to stop it at 7 seconds. And let's see if that field goal unit comes out, because you have no timeouts remaining now. Only 7 seconds. I don't know that you can get a play away in high school. It would take a lot of discipline for high school kids to have 7 seconds, get a play off. Not accidentally, if you won't have time to reset.
It would be 4th down.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have time to reset.
True. So if you're looking at a field goal, it'll be 31 yards. Ball on the 14. You add 17 for the field goal.
Here comes the field goal kicker. He's doing his little practice boot.
31 yards.
I believe that's
number 40, Price DiStefano.
DiStefano. We'll say it both ways. So we're 50% right, which is if we're shooting from 3, that's a great number. So he's going to line it up, and they're going to try to get on the board. 32 yards out, and now Austintown says,
hold on,
gamesmanship, we're going to try to ice him.
This timeout brought to you by the Friends and Family Credit Union. It is time to bring a friend into the family. We'll stay here with 7 seconds to go, Jay. Join us at halftime. We'll have news and weather from Jeff Mears. We'll jump into the scoreboard, get you caught up on all the games around the area tonight. We'll have some stats, potentially. We may have highlights, maybe. And we'll get you set for the second half. That pizza smells absolutely exquisite
I can't smell it past all of the wasp and hornet spray from when I first got here.
We'll talk about that at halftime as well.
That was quite the experience, and
Quite
I hope everybody in this press box, when they go to bed tonight and they lay their head down, they thank me for saving everybody's life because I put mine on the line. And what's on the line here is points on the board as Perry's out of the timeout and lined up for the field goal. A 33-yarder's at stake here, and Fitch says, we got one more to use, and we're going to use it. You can't take them with you.
I can't take them into the half with me.
7 seconds left until halftime. It's 3rd and 9 for the Perry Panthers. Now everybody is out of timeouts. Perry's going to attempt the 33-yard field goal to try to get the first points of the board for either team.
Sometimes you just got to make the other kid think. Yeah, they're going to ice him, make him think about it, not once, but twice. All right, no timeouts left. There has to be a play here.
Yeah, nobody's got any timeouts left, but here we go. It's for real this time. It's for real this time. 7 seconds to go until halftime. I've said it once, and I've said it 1,000 times. This is a 33-yard field goal attempt for the Perry Panthers. Looking to be the first team on the scoreboard. Here's the snap, the hold. It's blocked! It's blocked! It's blocked by Austintown Fitch! And we're going to head to halftime with no score. And Austintown Fitch's home crowd that came with them is lit up right now.
What
a way
to end the half.
0-0. Halftime here at Wakefield Stadium in Perry as Austintown Fitch and Perry Panthers are going to start this thing from scratch after halftime. We're going to step away for a commercial break. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92.
Looking for quality glass and mirror work you can trust? At Cardinal Glass and Mirror in Canton, we handle it all, residential, commercial, and industrial. From window replacements to custom glass and custom mirrors, we've got you covered. We're a small, locally owned business, and we live by one promise. If we won't put it in our home, we won't put it in yours. Call today, 330-478-0075. Visit us online at cardinalglassmirror.com or stop by at 1857 Whipple Avenue Northwest in Canton.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit Sarshone.com.
The weather might be getting cooler, but Tasty Cream on Navarre Road is just heating up. Open all year, Tasty Cream is ready to serve you fresh-made specialty burgers, Stark County's best conies, deep-fried mushrooms, crispy French fries, and so much more. To top it off, their ice cream selection continues to grow. Special flurries, homemade root beer floats, amazing brownie sundaes, and over 20 flavors of hand-dipped ice cream. Order online at tastycream.com or check out their Facebook and Instagram pages for events happening each month.
High school football exemplifies the true meaning of teamwork. At Friends and Family Credit Union, our team of local friendly professionals offer the same true spirit for our members. With a wide array of products from vehicle loans to personal loans, family secure checking with ID Protect, mortgage, home equity line of credit, and more. For over 60 years, we have the game plan for your financial well-being. Visit any of our 3 convenient locations, online or mobile banking. Now, more than ever, it's time to bring a friend into the family.
This is head coach Spencer Lino from the Perry Panthers. You're listening to High School Football on the Q92 Sports Network.
This is High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Wakefield Stadium in Perry Township as we are at halftime, and we have no score after a blocked field goal to end the second quarter, and we are going to go ahead and send it back to the studio for a Jeff Mears news break.
From the newsroom, I'm Jeff Mears with this halftime edition of Q92 News. A special prosecutor is being sought for the case of 2 Canton police officers charged in the death of a man in their custody. Prosecutors made the request today in Stark County Common Pleas Court during a pretrial hearing for Bo Shoneggy and Camden Birch. They are charged with reckless homicide. Prosecutors cite a conflict of interest. Retired Medina County Common Pleas Judge James Kimbler is overseeing the case after Stark County judges recused themselves. He gave prosecutors 2 weeks to file a motion. A final pretrial hearing is set for January 21st. In April 2024, Frank Tyson of Canton Township crashed his vehicle near the MVets building on Sherrick Road Southeast. People inside called police to have Tyson removed due to erratic behavior. He stopped breathing after being handcuffed and put on the floor. Molly Stark Hospital will soon come down. Crews are set to begin demolition of the 96-year-old facility next week. The contractor is Gary Matarelli Excavating. Stark Parks owns the property in Nimishillen Township, which has been abandoned since 1995. Park officials have cited safety concerns. The hospital has also been the frequent target of vandals. Stark Parks received a $2.3 million grant from the Ohio Brownfield Remediation Program last year. It will cover about 75% of the cost of asbestos abatement, demolition, and site remediation. Stark Parks, the county land bank, and commissioners will pay the remainder. Completion is expected by the end of the year. The city of Louisville opened its new fire station this afternoon. WDPN's David Schur reports.
The $8.6 million, 15,000 square foot facility houses 3 fire trucks and 3 EMS vehicles, along with training facilities, a day room, sleeping dorms, and a decompression area in which the air pressure is elevated to keep out the contaminants from the vehicle emissions. On hand for the ceremonies, which included dedication of the building to the late city manager, Dr. Larry Collins, whose efforts resulted in this facility, were members of his family and officials from fire departments all over the county and beyond. For WDPN News, I'm David Schur.
You'll soon have another option for flying to the Windy City from Akron Canton Airport. The first American Airlines flight to Chicago's O'Hare International Airport is set for departure Monday morning at 7:45. United Airlines currently operates the only service to Chicago from CAK. Akron Canton will host a gate party for travelers on the American flight at 6:30. Victims of the 2023 East Palestine train derailment and Norfolk Southern have until October 10th to respond to fraud allegations concerning the $600 million settlement of a class action lawsuit. Federal Judge Benita Pearson issued the deadline following a filing last week by a group of class members who opted into the personal injury portion of the settlement. They alleged their legal representatives intentionally hid crucial information about health risks. At issue is the portion of the settlement providing payments to individuals who signed a release of their personal injury claims against the railroad. The motion requests that the settlement, which was approved a year ago, should be nullified. Norfolk Southern has indicated it will oppose the motion. More news after this.
The Q92 Sports Network brings you more high school football and basketball games than anyone else, by far. But did you know that you can go back and listen to our broadcast again? Simply go to the Q92 radio page on SoundCloud. We posted the games we broadcast for everyone to go back and relive. We have playlists filled with our high school football broadcasts from 2016 to this season. So go to SoundCloud now, follow Q92 Radio, and listen. And thank you for listening to all of our sports broadcasts of high school football and basketball on the Q92 Sports Network.
The Highway Patrol is investigating a fatal single-vehicle crash in Columbiana County. It happened around 8:40 Wednesday night. A car was southbound on State Route 644 in Franklin Township when it failed to negotiate a curve, went off the right side of the road, and struck a tree south of Lewis Road. The vehicle caught fire and the driver died at the scene. Their name has not been released. The crash forced authorities to close the roadway for about 2 hours. A man accused of attacking a Latonia police officer will undergo treatment at Heartland Behavioral Healthcare in Massillon. The commitment of 47-year-old Randy May of Latonia was issued Wednesday by Columbiana County Common Pleas Judge Megan Bickerton. He was recently found not guilty by reason of insanity, a felonious assault, and aggravated robbery. Bickerton said an evaluation determined May was mentally ill. Officer John Hancock suffered a broken ankle and a head injury when he was hit with a metal bar during an October 2024 traffic stop. May was also found not guilty by reason of insanity for assaulting a deputy in April of 2024. The final termination of commitment for the Latonia case will be in 2036. The hearing for the other will be in 2027. Attorneys have filed an amended injunction in Mahoning County Common Pleas Court asking a magistrate to allow Youngstown Ursuline High School transfer students to play football this season. It was filed Thursday. The amended injunction notes a Trumbull County judge ruled in favor of 3 students who transferred to Girard and seeks the same decision in Mahoning County. The OHSAA ruled last month that any student who transferred from Ursuline to another school would not be able to play for the 2025 season. The season was canceled following allegations of hazing, sexual assault, and harassment involving some players. The original injunction in Mahoning County was recently denied. A hearing is scheduled for October 10th. A woman is headed to prison for the drowning death of a 1-year-old girl in Youngstown. 32-year-old Adrienne Hudson of Youngstown was sentenced today by Mahoning County Common Pleas Judge Maureen Sweeney to 6 to 9 years behind bars. She pleaded guilty in August to charges of involuntary manslaughter and child endangering. Hudson was indicted in January 2024 for the September 2023 incident. London Kazan was found in a pool at a home on Ridgelawn Avenue. Hudson was babysitting the girl and her own child at the West Side address. The group was outside and the girl reportedly wandered away and ended up in the pool. The child's death was later ruled accidental. We'll return you to the stadium for the second half of tonight's game, but first a look at the forecast. For the overnight, clear and cool, a low near 52. Sunny skies Saturday with a high reaching 81. Saturday night, clear, a low around 50. Sunday, sunshine returns with a high of 82. Monday, sunny skies and a high of 83. From the Q92 Newsroom, I'm Jeff Mears.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Drag students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Drag to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Drag, where careers begin.
Looking for quality glass and mirror work you can trust? At Cardinal Glass and Mirror in Canton, we handle it all, residential, commercial, and industrial. From window replacements to custom glass and custom mirrors, we've got you covered. We're a small, locally owned business, and we live by one promise. If we won't put it in our home, we won't put it in yours. Call today, 330-478-0075. Visit us online at cardinalglassmirror.com or stop by at 1857 Whipple Avenue Northwest in Canton.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit Sarshone.com.
Football fans, Mondays just got better. Join Q92 Sports Live every Monday at 11 a.m. for the Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon. Watch on our Facebook, X, and YouTube channels as legends from the high school, college, and pro football world take the mic with inspiring speeches and incredible stories. Don't miss a moment. Like, follow, and subscribe to Q92 Sports on social.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Wakefield Stadium in Perry Township as we are at halftime. And the Perry Panther Band getting ready to delight the fans that have shown up here tonight on this beautiful summer/fall/summer again evening. We have no score. And I think it's time we open our ears, have an open mind, and listen to Mike Voorhees give us the scoreboard scores from the other scores around the area.
I had no idea where you were going with that, but yeah, obviously 0-0 here. Ridgewood leading Sandy Valley 41-0. Alliance over Carrollton 21-7. Canfield leads Louisville 20-7.
Ooh.
Tuslaw leads Toronto 7-6.
I thought Toronto was in the baseball playoffs.
Different team.
Oh, okay.
They're fielding a high school team as well.
Awesome.
Manchester leads Fairless 14-7. McKinley leads Hoover 14-7.
Woo.
Strasburg and East Canton tied at 0.
Ooh, has East Canton lost yet?
They are 4-2. They've lost 2 in a row. Let's see. Marlington trails West Branch a lot to a little. 49-0 to be exact.
West Branch is such an offensive juggernaut every year.
They're so good.
So good.
Canton Central Catholic trails Edison 16-3. The Massillon Tigers trying to recover after last week's 34-2 loss. They currently lead Cardinal Ritter. Not even sure where they're from, but
Mars.
Massillon leads 14-8. Northwest and Orville tied at 14. Jackson leads Lake 17-14. Salem over Minerva 27-3. Green leads Glen Oak 34-14. Green scored on a 3rd and 25, a 40-yard touchdown pass. Hunka to Reed, doinked the extra point. I'm quoting one of our Q92 color commentators who sent it through the text thread.
In the text thread, he typed out doink.
He did type it doinked.
Hey,
you.
Hey, I love the commitment to the position because you're not only going to say it, you're going to type it.
And East leads Beaver Local 20-7. Jay, those are my scores, and I am sticking to it.
I don't know that I've ever heard of Beaver Local.
They're way south.
Really?
Yeah.
We're going to step away for another commercial break. When we come back, we will talk about the first half highlights. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92radiosports.com, your local sports connection. Missed the big game? Don't worry, Q92 has you covered. Check out our SoundCloud page where you can relive every exciting moment. From high school football, basketball, baseball, and softball to Mount Union football and basketball, we've got it all. That's every broadcast from this season and even classics going all the way back to 2016. Follow Q92 Radio on SoundCloud and never miss a play, a call, or the thrill of the game. Q92 Radio on SoundCloud, your home for every game, every season.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN. This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
We are back. You guessed it. Where we've been for the past couple of hours. Wakefield Stadium in Perry Township. As the Austintown Fitch Falcons, the longest high school name that I will call all year, is scoreless against the Perry Panthers, who are also Scoreless. We're in a 0-0 ball game right now,
We
Mike.
are. Jim Nance, you are, brother. I love the just how you tell the story. I love it. It's fantastic. Folks, it is. It's 0-0. The only scoring opportunity we saw was an attempted 31-yard field goal by Perry at the end of the second quarter, and it was blocked. So 0-0, Jay. What'd you think about the first half?
I think it was very similar to what we thought it was going to be. We knew it was going to be an in-the-trenches, punch-you-in-the-mouth, physical football game, which it has been. We've seen a few guys limp off, a few guys woozy off. We've seen a few guys with cramps. I thought there would be at least a score on the board, so that's super surprising to me. Again, I don't know that I've also ever covered a game that was 0-0 at half. I feel like I have. It doesn't feel like the first time, but it definitely has not happened in a couple of years. But that, as much as I love scoring, that's kind of exciting.
As Foreigner says in one of their songs, it feels like the first time. I can't remember a 0-0 game at half.
What's the rest of the lyrics?
Not a clue. I'm not a huge Foreigner guy. I just know that.
I mean, you knew that one. Do we have to look it up so I have to sing it? I don't think anybody deserves that.
But obviously, yeah, both teams can't get anything going offensively. When they do, it's either penalties or missed opportunities, you should say.
We've had some turnovers.
We've had one turnover.
Yep.
A botched snap. I didn't say doinked. We said botched snap. I don't think I'll ever use the term doinked.
I've used it.
Have you?
Oh, and theatrically too.
Okay,
like if I'm going to use a word like that, it isn't just going to be in passing. I'm going to hammer that thing home to make it worth its while. You know what I mean? It's like when you get thrown out of a baseball game.
Okay.
And you're arguing with the umpire and he tells you got to go. You might as well get your money's worth. You're already gone.
Fair.
Speaking of baseball, we were able to attend yesterday's Game 3 elimination game together at Progressive Field. Unfortunately, our Guardians did not bring their A game, so they are currently cleaning out the lockers and having their exit interviews for the off season.
Yeah, it was a fun time. Great weather. Just wish the outcome would have been different. Good luck to the Detroit Tigers as they'll take on the Seattle Mariners starting tomorrow. But, Jay, before the game, when you got here today, there was an event. And, I mean, we're talking a travesty.
This was real deal Holyfield.
It was unbelievable. You couldn't wait to tell me when I arrived.
Well, it was more out of your safety than it was out of excitement.
For those that don't know, I believe that I am allergic to stings, bee stings, hornets, wasps, whatever.
Sure.
So Jay meets me down on the field, and
so I get here far too early. It's just who I am. It's who I've always been. I get here at about 4:30. I grab the equipment. I walk across the field. I check in. I sign in the office where they want me to sign in so they know that I'm legit. And then I walk around, and we are on the visitor side. So I come up the visitor side, and if you've ever been to Perry, there's some stairs you got to climb. And I go to the west side door because it was the closest one. Locked. No problem. I go down in front of the press box. I walk to the east side door. Unlocked. Thank goodness. Open the door to take our equipment in and start setting up for the ball game tonight. And within 4 seconds, my life flashed before my eyes because over 35 wasps and hornets that were alive came to life in a black cloud of death. And I immediately dropped everything I was carrying, and I ran back out the door like a 6-year-old girl, and I closed it real fast. And I'm like, did that really happen? Can we even call a game in this? This isn't safe. A smart person would have went and got somebody that runs the facility. Does Jay Wilhelm do that? No. I peek through the tiny little window, and I go, ooh, that's bad. I might have to go get somebody. Instead, I noticed a can of industrial jet foaming wasp and hornet killer spray. I got this. I put my hat down low. I put my sunglasses on. And I barge in and I grab that can, and there's a random guy's hat sitting on the table. And with the left hand,
Wait. What hat is it?
It's a Cleveland Indians hat.
Wow.
It's Chief Wahoo.
Okay.
And with my left hand, I'm fighting them off. And with my other hand, I'm spraying the entire press box from left to right until this place is smoky foam. You can't even see out the windows. Here's the problem, Mike. I didn't have on a mask. I didn't have on any kind of respirator like it tells you on the side of the can to put on. No gloves. No nothing. I will see the bodies start to let the bodies hit the float. They're all hornets and bees. I'm sweating. Finally, I neutralized the threat in the attack zone. I start grabbing paper towels and cleaning up for everybody. We got another news outlet here. They're calling a game. I made the mess, so I'm cleaning up the side that they're using too. And it's a foam. Like it's thick. And then I'm like, all right, let's put the equipment together. And then I went down, met you as you're hanging up our banners. I tell you, you're like, thanks for that. I'm allergic. I go over to the office. I explain to them, hey, you're going to need a new can of wasp and hornet spray. Oh, we can go take care of that for you. No problem. Oh, we don't need it now. I emptied the one that was full that you had up there. Well, we could have taken care of that for you. And I go, no need. I got you back. And then she goes, you smell like that spray. And I go, it's the new cologne. And she goes, is it really? I go, no, it's literally the spray. I was literally in it. She goes, that's not safe. But because of me, 2 news outlets and a visiting team's assistant coaches can enjoy a high school football game in October without having to worry about imminent death.
I believe that might be the greatest story I've
True. It's an all true story.
And folks, and I can vouch. I mean, when you walked into this press box, there was just a haze in the sky, in the room. It smelled like industrial death cleaner. Like it was so bad. But a huge shout out to Jay Wilhelm for taking care of that and giving us hope that we could be alive, breathe in the air, and we can call this 0-0 football game.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
Jay,
there's still good people in this world.
There's some good people. I, not being Jay Wilhelm, would have closed the door and walked away and went and found somebody and said, hey, you've got a bee wasp problem in your press box. I am not going in there because I don't feel safe. You can go ahead and take care of it. I'll call the game from the stands if I have to.
I did not feel safe either.
Yeah, it was.
And with that being said, both teams are out on the field finishing up their second half warm-ups.
What a segue.
There was no segue. That's how you squirrel away from one conversation to another. You're talking about math, or you're talking about sports, or something like that. And then you go, oh, I got some gum on my shoe. But Perry's going to get the ball first in the second half. We got no score. See, here we go. We got the Fitch assistant coaches. He's climbing the ladder to the roof of the press box. Nice and safe. He's got 2 drinks with the guy. Man, the guy's multitasking. That's impressive. We got the ladder behind us that leads you to the top of the press box where some of the assistant coaches will go to get the plays and get the view of the field. But, yeah, no score. There's one thing I know that has to happen for one of these teams to win in the second half.
Somebody has to score.
Bingo.
I called it. Man, I'm so smart sometimes. 0-0 here at Wakefield Stadium. We're getting close to the kickoff for the start of the second half. Jay, I believe we'll just stay right here.
Yeah, we're not going to go anywhere. We're not going to send it to a commercial.
Not yet.
Nah, we'll have plenty of time. Well, we won't have plenty of time for that, but we do want to thank all of our sponsors because without them, we would not be able to bring you these 7 games each and every Friday night on the Q92 Sports Network. And thank you guys for tuning in because I'm going to tell you what happens if you guys don't tune in. Over time, they can't justify paying us.
That's fair.
Because there's no viewership. And without viewership, there's no sponsors. And without no sponsors, there's no us. So thank you. you guys are actually the reason I was able to become a hero today. Because without you, I wouldn't have had my job to do that.
Wow, I love it. All
so
right.
I'm giving the credit to the fans and the sponsors.
Well done. Shout out to the fans and the sponsors. And we're set for second half football. 0-0 live from Wakefield Stadium inside Perry High School. Beautiful night for football. Fitch will kick off to Perry. Let's get it on.
Yep, they're going to kick right to left, which means Perry's going to go left to right here in the third quarter. And the referee hands the ball to the Fitch kicker. He tees it up. And I always love how they're all standing when he turns around. They stand like they're in the choir, and he's turning around talking to them like, this is the song we're going to sing. And now they fan out. Perry's been waiting for the kickoff for a few minutes now. And the ball's teed up. The kicker is approaching, and he line drives it right down the middle in a little squib kick, and it's going to be fielded at the 25. Out to the 30, to the 35, and he dives forward to the 43-yard line.
That's Evan Laubacher. We've said his name quite a bit tonight. He's been all over the field, able to field the kick, get some positive yards. Let's see where they mark it. They're going to mark it at about the 37-yard line, it looks like. First and 10.
It's going to be first and 10 from their own 37 for the Perry Panthers as they're going to come out for their first offensive possession of the second half. Cameron Treharn in the shotgun. He's got a receiver to each side, and he's got Connor Shepard in the backfield with him as he brings one receiver on the left side up close into the slot, and they're going to hand it off straight up the middle. Goes the back for about 8 yards.
Great run there. Just right up the middle, smash mouth football coming at you from the Perry Panthers. Connor Shepard, a really good back, and he shows it. He's got his patience to allow the blocks to develop, and then he hits the hole.
The one thing he does, I noticed, is it's not something you try to teach it, but some guys just have it, is he falls forward even when he's hit hard. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 4 as they gave him 6 on that carry from their own 43-yard line. Treharn again in the shotgun. This time both receivers are out wide down to the right. And he fakes the handoff, drops back the pass, fires it to the right side and a little wide of his intended target, Jaden Wilson.
Yeah, that ball was wide and outside. Missed him probably by about 5 yards. Not a great throw. Looks like a little miscommunication between quarterback and receiver. That's happened twice now.
And he almost dropped his elbow a little bit too, which kind of made it flail out a little further to the right than he probably wanted. But that's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 for the Perry Panthers here early in the second half. Still no score with 11:14 to go in the third quarter. Treharn puts a man in motion, takes the snap, fakes the handoff to the motion man, and gives it to Spencer again, who fights forward. The second drive might have gotten close, but they're going to call him a yard short.
Ball is marked at the 45-yard line. It is 4th and 2 now. 45-yard line. Yep, they're going to mark it there. 4th and 2. Clock running, and Perry says, you know what? Let's keep a good thing going. We're going to punt the football.
And Fitch is actually going to have 2 guys back deep this time, standing at their own 15-yard line, one on each hash mark. And there's the snap. Punt just gets it off. High punt. It's going to land at the 24 and roll out of bounds at the 23-yard line. And Fitch, 1st and 10. They're going to say 22-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10. This will be Fitch's first offensive possession of the second half.
Well, we've talked about DeAndre Richard. We've talked about Junie Higgs. We've talked about Colin Callahar. We've talked about Brady Evans, the offensive line. They've done a phenomenal job keeping the quarterback upright. Only 1 sack allowed tonight.
Callahar is going to be in the shotgun. He's going to have Dre on his left hip, 2 receivers to the left, 1 up top to the right, and he puts a man in motion. Takes a snap, hands it off to Dre, who goes right up the middle, gets maybe 2 yards before he's driven down and his helmet ripped off.
Michael DeSantis, the 5'11", 171.4-pound senior linebacker on the stop.
And that'll bring up 2nd and 6 as he actually trudged forward for 4 yards on that carry.
That's impressive.
10 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Back in the shotgun. Dre stays on the left hip of Kalahar. One receiver up top to the right, two down here to the left, and they're going to hand it off to Dre again, who tries to go to the right side. There's that spin move as he gets another 2 to 3 yards on that carry.
Jonathan Lemon, the 5'11", 180-pound junior running back slash linebacker on the stop. It's 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 for Austintown
They
Fitch.
changed it. It's 3rd and 5.
Oh, they heard the 4-4, and they said he can't say that, so let's move it back a yard just for him. 3rd and 5 from their own 27-yard line for the Falcons. Kalahar in the shotgun. Still Dre in the backfield with him. 2 receivers up top to the right, 1 down here to the left. Fakes the handoff to Dre and fires it to the right side. Complete. And then Austintown Fitch, first down.
Great job there. Great. I mean, Kalahar did everything he could do. I mean, Perry, great job defensively. However, the receiver able to find a little cushion in that zone defense, make the catch, gets enough for the Fitch Falcon first down. We got bees again into the.
Nah, that's just a gnat trying to be
a player,
trying to be a jerk.
Wants to get at the pizza that we have in our press box.
So we're back in the shotgun, 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line for the Falcons. Kalahar puts a man in motion, fakes the handoff again to Dre, then fires it out to the flat to his receiver, who's got it. He's driving forward out to the 40. He carried that kid for another 5 yards.
DeAndre Reed, 6'3", 230-pound senior tight end, and he earned it.
6'3", 230.
6 yards right there. And
2nd and 4 now from their own 40-yard line, right back to the line of scrimmage for the Falcons. Dre staying behind Kalahar in the backfield, who's also in the shotgun. Takes a snap, hands it off to Dre, who goes up the right side. He tries to stretch it, loses yards because Perry's all over it.
Connor Shepard read that play, shot up the middle like a linebacker, shot out of a cannon, and drilled him for a loss of 2. 3rd and 6, the ball on the 38-yard line, and Fitch and Perry can't seem to get it going offensively.
Yeah, they lost 2 yards there on that one, as we are now approaching 7:30 to go here in the third quarter. Still no score. And this time they're going to go 5 wide. Kalahar in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back to pass, fires it over the middle. He's got his man for another first down out to the 47-yard line.
Brady Evans, the 5'11", 180-pound senior receiver, on a great reception over the middle. Looks like he plays a little slot receiver. Reminds me of like a Danny Amendola or a Julian Edelman, where he's just in the slot and he is there when he needs to be, Mr. Dependable.
7 minutes to go. 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line. Kalahar back in the shotgun. This time they'll go back to a 3-receiver set, and Dre in the backfield. They fake the handoff to him. Dump it off. It's picked off by Perry. He's coming back the other way. 20-10. Nobody's catching him. Touchdown, Panthers.
Jonathan Lemon, the pick six. 47-yard pick six for Jonathan Lemon. Read it like a book. The ball overthrown. Lemon caught it and made a house call.
There's the score. And we have an extra point still to come for the Perry Panthers. Unbelievable. We went from a sleepover to a party just like that.
We did.
Extra point is up, and it is good. It is now 7-0 Panthers.
We finally have a score.
Lemon with the pick six. And now it's going to be Fitch's turn to respond in this tightly contested ball game.
Absolutely. As we get ready here for the kickoff, updating our social media followers as we speak of the happenings of our game here.
Yeah, follow us on social media. We're great.
Wow. Make sure I give the man credit, spell his name correctly.
6:45 to go here in the third quarter. The Perry Panthers now lead the Austintown Fitch Falcons 7-0 after a Jonathan Lemon pick six, and the extra point is good. And here come the return team for the Falcons and the kickoff team for the Panthers, as that has ramped up the crowd across the way, looking down from the home side here at Wakefield Stadium in Perry Township.
I wonder if our social media followers were like, what's going on with that Fitch Perry game? They're not saying much. There's no real updates because there wasn't one until just now. 47-yard pick six.
And there's a line drive. Hits off of an up back, and it's going to be fielded at the 16-yard line. And he runs it back out to the 25-yard line. That thing was line drive right down the right side, and it drilled the left shoulder of one of the Fitch guys, and they had to scramble for it.
Junie Higgs. That looked like my drive off the tee there. It just low line drive screamer.
Hits the tree on the right side.
Exactly, and gets back out into the fairway, and I still have 300 plus to go.
Does it get back out of the fairway?
Sometimes
it does.
Sometimes it does. I am not a great golfer, but I like to have a good time.
So here comes Kalahar. It's their chance to respond. He's in the shotgun. This time they're going to have Higgs in the backfield with him, and they're going to hand it off to him. He goes up the middle, out to the 30, to the 35, spins free at the 40, and a last-second tackle saved that from being a big one, although it's a 1st and 10 for the Falcons.
Junie Higgs, we heard Coach Parker talk about him pregame. He is a different breed. He is a hard worker. He is very humble, but he is very good at running the football.
And they're going to go back to Dre in the backfield with Kalahar. 2 receivers up top to the right, 1 down here to the left. 1st and 10 from their own 40. Puts a man in motion, takes the snap, hands it off to Dre, who goes up the right side. Spins up to the 45, and that's where he's going to be brought down. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 5.
Michael DeSantis made the stop there, but not after a 5-yard run by Dre. Will it indeed be a Dre day?
We'll find out, won't we?
I think we will.
Right now, it's a lemon day.
Yeah, when life gives you lemons,
you pick six.
You make lemonade and get a pick six.
So Kalahar in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off again to Dre, cuts it up the middle. Hits the gap across the 50-yard line into Panther territory. Another 1st down for the Falcons at the Perry 48-yard line.
Well, Fitch is not going away. They don't want to go away quietly into the night. They're going to earn this one. Rotating back in is Junie Higgs.
They're going to keep those fresh legs going. Kalahar, shotgun. 1 receiver up top to the right. Bunch set down here in the slot on the left side, and they're going to hand it off. Higgs goes up the middle, and he's got another 1st down, and he's going to be spun down at the Perry Panther 34-yard line.
Junie Higgs was hit not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. Kept those legs turning the entire time. Refused to be tackled, and he earned everything he got just now.
Right back to the line of scrimmage for the Falcons. Kalahar in the shotgun. Higgs on his right hip. 2 receivers up top to the right, 1 down here to the left. Takes the snap, hands it off to Higgs, who goes up the right side. Shifts back towards the middle, and then he's going to have a whole bunch of Panthers shove him backwards.
Well, great job there by the defense, not giving up any extra yardage. Are only going to give him a 2-yard gain on the carry. Clock continues to run. 4:20 left in the third quarter.
7-0 Perry. 2nd and 8 for Austintown Fitch on the Perry Panther 32-yard line. Kalahari with Dre in the backfield with him on the right hip. 2 receivers to the left, 1 up top to the right. Kalahar takes the snap, hands it off to Dre, goes up the left side, cuts it back up the middle. 1 man to beat. He's off to the races. Touchdown Falcons.
And indeed, it is a Dre day.
It is indeed a Dre day. We got an extra point still to come as the Falcons have a chance to tie it up.
32-yard touchdown run by DeAndre Richard. Refused to go down, broke tackles, gets into the end zone, and Fitch very much so back in to the ball game.
Extra point. It's up, and it is good. It is tied at 7 apiece. Mike, we went a whole half of football with absolutely nothing going on. One play to talk about, which was the blocked field goal to end the half, and now 3:59 to go here in the third quarter, and we've had back-to-back fireworks.
Absolutely. Both these teams made some second half adjustments, and they are doing just that. 7-7 now. 3:59 to go in the third quarter. Oh, they're doing the 50-50 tonight here at Wakefield Stadium. If you're a winner.
If you're in the stadium and listening, you could win $426.
I don't have that.
So, and we've got a response, and now it's Perry's turn to try to do it again. As Fitch is teeing the football up, and they are going to kick it back to the Perry Panthers. 3:59 to go here in the third quarter at Wakefield Stadium in Perry Township. It's tied up at 7 apiece. We've had a Lemon pick six and a Dre touchdown run from about, from 40 yards out?
About 33.
33 yards out?
That's what I called it. Squib kick.
Squib kick down the middle. It's bouncing around. It's still bouncing around. It's going to be picked up at the 15. Panthers get free to the left. Far sideline out to the 40 to the 45-yard line.
And
Guess
it was Jonathan Lemon. And you know what happened, Jay? He ran into his own blocker.
He ran his own guy off.
Shoved him out of the way so that he could keep running. Had he not run into his lineman, I think Jonathan Lemon could have been gone.
Maybe, but I think that actually helped him spring free for another 20 yards.
Possibly.
Because that guy going down for getting pushed by his own player actually impeded the progress of a couple of tacklers. But now Perry's going to start on their own 45-yard line, and they're going to put Treharn in the shotgun. One receiver up top to the right, fires it over to Lemon, and he gets it's fumbled! Fitch picks it up, and they got it back!
Wow.
Lemon was trying to do a little bit more. He could have just went down. He had 3 or 4 guys on him, but he kept fighting, kept churning, and they kept him up long enough to knock the football loose. The only question is, was it after the whistle was dead? And the referees are talking about it, but it looks like they're going to stay with their original call on the field because here comes Kalahar and company to see if they can jump out to a lead as they're going to get to start this drive inside Perry territory on the Perry 40-yard line.
What a mistake. It happens. But let's see how Perry's defense responds.
Kalahar in the shotgun. A receiver up top to the right, 2 down here to the left. Takes the snap, hands it off to Higgs, who goes up the middle. Jitterbugs his way, tries to get free, can't after a 2-yard gain.
Well, Higgs just doing what he can. Perry's defense seems to be honing in on him a little bit, making sure he does not get out and break the big one, a 1-yard gain on that carry, Jay.
It's going to be 2nd and 9 now from the Perry 39-yard line. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter as Austintown Fitch recovers a fumble from Jonathan Lemon. And they're going to try to take the lead for the first time here tonight as they got Kalahar in the shotgun. They bring Dre back into the backfield and a receiver to each side. They pitch it left to Dre, goes up the left side, breaks one tackle, tries the spin move. It doesn't work as he's drilled at the 36-yard line to bring up 3rd down.
Nasir Foster, the Perry Panther, there to make the tackle after yet another Dre spin move. I think the Dre spin move counter is up to about 28.
He's done it a lot, but he hasn't done it to his detriment yet. hasn't always helped, but he's not done it to the point to where he's lost yardage because of it. So it just might be his signature thing. But here comes Kalahar. This time Higgs is back in. Shotgun formation, takes the snap, hands it off to Higgs. It goes up the left side, cuts it back towards the middle. He's fighting for that first down marker, and he's going to be about 2 yards short. 4th down, and again, you're in that no man's land, so I would expect that the Falcons are going to go for it.
Absolutely. Kalahar already talking to the sideline, talking to Coach Parker, getting the play. Less than 2 minutes to go. This indeed is a huge, huge 4th down here. If you're Perry and you stop them, then you get away with not the turnover not hurting you. But if they get the first down.
Here it is. They're coming, big boys all up front. They're going to do the tush push, and they're going to push forward, and they are going to get it. First down, Falcons. They pulled out the old push.
I like to call it the brotherly shove. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. The quarterback gets all up underneath the center, leans forward, and then guys behind him just shove him forward. How it's legal, I don't know. It is one of the most effective plays I have ever seen.
And so Kalahar back in the shotgun with the 1st and 10 from the Perry 28-yard line. He's got Higgs in the backfield with him, firing it to the right side, flag on the play, in and out of the hands of the intended target, right at the goal line. And we're going to see what this flag is all about here in the backfield.
It's Fitch.
And it's going to be on Austintown Fitch. And it's an illegal shift.
Number 2 is the penalty. That is Junie Higgs.
Yeah, he was in the backfield.
7-7, 1:12 left in the third. Now 1st and 15. Ball on the 33 for Fitch.
Kalahar is going to break the huddle. He's going to have Higgs in the backfield with him. This time he's going to be on his left side. He's got 2 receivers up top to the right, 1 down here to the left. Kalahar gets Perry to jump off sides, and they got that penalty yardage right back.
Yeah, he went in there with a heavy, heavy snap count. And you know the cadence. He knew it. He knew that Perry was coming. He made him jump, and they get those 5 back. So now it's back to 1st and 10.
1st and 10 from the Perry 28-yard line. Kalahar this time puts Higgs on the right side. Takes the snap, hands it off to Higgs, who goes up the left side, cuts it back towards the middle, and falls forward inside the 25-yard line. That's going to bring up the 2nd down.
Well, great job there. Stop there by number 24, Jonathan Lemon. Made the stop, 4-yard gain. Under a minute to go here in the third, 50 seconds remaining.
Kalahar back in the shotgun. Higgs on his left hip. 2 receivers up top to the right, 1 down here to the left. Kalahar fakes the cadence, then looks to the left sideline for the play. Comes back to his spot in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands it off to Higgs, who goes up the right side. He's got a hole! And he was shoestring tackled at the 15-yard line as the Fitch Falcons have now moved into the RG Drag Red Zone. Learn, earn, and succeed.
Nasir Foster just saved a touchdown.
For now. As that's going to be 1st and 10, Falcons at the Perry 15-yard line. They got Dre back in. They're going to have fresh legs, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter as 2 big plays, 1 from each team, has us knotted at 7 apiece. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
This is High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
This is head coach Spencer Lino from the Perry Panthers. You're listening to High School Football on the Q92 Sports Network.
And we're back here for the start of this third quarter for this big fourth quarter ball game. 7-7. We went a whole half with nothing. And then the third quarter brought us a Jonathan Lemon pick six and a Dre 33-yard touchdown scamper. We're tied at 7 apiece. 12 minutes to determine this one, Mike.
Yeah, and we said it was going to be a dogfight, and it's absolutely been that and more. Both teams made some adjustments in the locker room at halftime, and it's shown. Offensively, both teams moving the football. The turnover for Fitch cost them a touchdown, but then Fitch came right back and punched it in.
And Colin Callahar in the shotgun with Dre on his left hip, takes a snap, hands it off to Dre, who goes up the left side, cuts it right back up the middle. He's still turning those legs inside the 5-yard line.
Dre is down, and he's holding his ankle and his knee.
I mean, he gave everything to that run, so.
You wonder if it's a cramp. He's hurting.
We're going to find out to see. Yep, cramp. You can always tell how they go straight to the stretch out. Thank goodness, though, because that's the second Austintown player that went down in a scary way. I mean, we had Callahar in the first half, and he went down no contact that almost looked like an MCL, an ACL, or an Achilles type fall. Luckily, it was just crampage, and that's about the same with Dion Dre Richard.
Back into the scoreboard we go. Jackson leads Lake 26-14.
Wow.
Over on Q92. Manchester leads Fairless 28-7. Green all over Glen Oak 48-14. Tyson Hunka to Dubrovitz for 61 yards on the second play of the second half.
Green deserves that, man. They've had a tough year. Most of their games up until last week against McKinley was decided by less than a touchdown.
Yeah.
So it was only a matter of time before Mark Geis and his guys broke out, and this just happened to be the week.
Richard up on his feet, Dre back to his feet, kind of galloping a little to the sideline.
It's a limp. It's a cramp limp.
Yep.
It's a crimp.
Oh, all right. I don't know what to say to that. First and goal for the Fitch Falcons. Ball on the 4-yard line. 11:52 to go in the game.
All tied up at 7 apiece.
We got some bugs.
Little guy. Well, he's gone now. Sorry.
Box.
Sorry about your luck. You should know after 4:30
they
today that I take them out.
They need to recognize a
Recognize,
hero
fool.
in the flesh.
All right, here we go. Back out of the timeout, which was brought to you by the Friends and Family Credit Union. Time to bring a friend into the family. And Callahar and the Falcons first and goal from the 4-yard line, 11:45 to go in the ball game. And he's got Higgs in the backfield with him. And what do we got here? We got a flag on the play, and it's going to be on Perry.
Wow. Half the distance to the goal. First and goal from the 2.
So first and goal from the 2, or first and 2 from the 2. Here we go. They're going to keep Junie Higgs in the backfield with Colin Callahar. We got one receiver to the left, one wide right. Callahar is going to take the snap and hand it off to Higgs, who goes right up the middle, bowls forward in to the end zone. We're waiting for the signal. They're going to call him down at the 1-inch line.
Yeah, I mean, he kept them legs churning as best he could. And they're going to call that his progress was stopped at the half-yard line.
So we're going to be under 11 minutes to play in the ball game before this second and goal from the 1-yard line, from the inch line, takes off here as they're going to break huddle, and they're going to stay with Higgs in the backfield. They're going to the tush push again. Here's the snap and the tush push and the tush push. And they're pushing, still no whistle. They're going to call it down at the same spot. He got nothing out of it.
That is unbelievable. Fitch is looking around going, what else do we have to do? you could sneeze and that football is over the line for a touchdown.
So it is going to be 3rd and goal from the centimeter line. I'm not even saying from the inch line, from the blade of grass before the white line. And it looks like Fitch is going to let this thing run all the way down before they call a timeout, and it's going to be under 10 minutes to go. And that's exactly what happened. Fitch calls a timeout, so we'll step away. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92.
It's time for Purple Raider football. Catch every snap, every score, and every big moment all season long on AM 1310 WDPN. This year, it's even easier to follow the 13-time national champion, Mount Union Purple Raiders. Listen live on AM 1310, the WDPN Facebook and X pages, and streaming on the Q92 YouTube channel. Sam Berkwin and Ryan Bevere are back in the booth, bringing you all the action. Don't miss a minute of Mount Union football on AM 1310 WDPN.
This is High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Out of the timeout that was brought to you by the Friends and Family Credit Union, it's time to bring a friend into the family. 9:58 to go in the ball game. 3rd and goal for Austintown Fitch from the 1 centimeter line. As they've tried the running back up the middle, no go. They've tried the tush push. No go. And now we're going to get it again back in the shotgun. This time they have Dre back in the backfield with Kalahar, 1 receiver out to the right. Here we go. They hand it off to Dre. He goes out wide right, breaks the tackle at the goal line, and runs it in for his 2nd touchdown of the ball game and Austintown's 1st lead of the game.
Dre Day, indeed, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. This one from 1 yard out, even though that's being generous. Not even a half yard out, a quarter of a yard out. I don't know what the official term is.
They won't give him anything but a yard. Yep.
Yeah, he'll get a yard.
So we got the extra point still to come as they are lined up and ready to go. And there is the snap. The hold is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. It is now 14-7. Falcons over the Panthers with 9:54 to go in the ball game, and now Perry has to respond.
Absolutely. It'll be interesting to see what Perry dials up here. Dre Richard with 2 touchdowns now.
Now, you want to know what a fast quarter was? That 3rd quarter.
Yeah, it blew by. It blew by. It blew by. It blew by.
Dubai. That's a country.
Something.
I think.
I am updating our social media again as we speak. Make sure to follow us on our social media pages.
Because we're great.
After the game, I'll get some interviews with the winning coach, some players. Those will get posted to our social media page. Throw up some pregame photos that were taken from the game.
It's always cool to listen to the coaches and the players, especially on the winning side, to get their points of view, especially the kids. You get to hear their thought process through the game, what they were thinking, what they were feeling, how it feels. It's always a cool moment and a cool thing to go back and look at after we post those on social media. So don't forget to do that. Give those kids some love as they got on there for a reason. Doing something pretty cool and pretty great for their school and for their ball club. And now Austintown tees it back up, and they're ready to kick it back to the Perry Panthers. 9:54 to go in the ball game. Fitch leads 14-7. And here comes Faulkner. He's going to approach the football, and he's going to pop it up there, and it's going to land in no man's land. It's going to be fielded at the 15. Out to the 25 to the 30. Cuts it back to the left side to the 40. Swings it wide left out to the 50-yard line. And Lemon runs it out of bounds right at the 50. A great return by the Perry Panthers.
This Jonathan Lemon is a baller.
He's a baller.
He is amazing with the football in his hand. But it almost looked like he went out of bounds a little gingerly when he went out.
Might have felt a cramp coming.
Could be.
And that was actually a smart move instead of trying to push the envelope and
Fumble the
getting
ball
contact.
again, maybe.
Yep. So now they get to start right at the 50. Great starting field position in an offensive drive where they have to put points on the board because scoring is at a premium and we're under 10 to play in the ball game. Trahan in the shotgun. 2 receivers up top to the right, 1 down here to the left. And he's going to take the snap, drop back the pass, roll right, fires right to the sideline, got his man at the 40-yard line, and that's going to be close to another first down. Let's see if they give it to him.
They did.
Yes, they do. First down as the Panthers immediately move into Falcon territory.
Well, they're kind of waiting here. No decision. Up there we go. Finally, he took his time.
He did.
He wanted to make absolute sure. 1st and 10, ball on the 40. Trahan, a great throw there to Jaden Wilson.
Over the outstretched arms of the DB who tried to jump the route underneath and came a little bit too far in to reach it. 9:40 to go as he stepped out of bounds on that reception, which stops the clock. And they are 1st and 10 from the Falcon 40-yard line, and they're all looking at the sideline waiting for the play to come in. They're going to have 2 receivers out wide to the left, 1 up top to the right. They have Connor Shepard in the backfield. They put a man in motion. Trahan hands it off to Shepard, goes up the left side, keeps going down to the 30, fights his way down to the 26-yard line. Another first down for the Panthers as they got chunk yardage on those last 2 plays.
Connor Shepard using those legs and pounding them to the outside. That was a huge gain of 14 yards for Connor Shepard. Great job running the football. 9-20 and counting.
So right back to the line for Trahan. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He's got Shepard in the backfield with him, and he's going to hand it off to him again. This time he's going to go right behind some blockers, and he's going to be tripped up inside the 25 to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, almost like he was a giant oak tree, and he got chopped down.
Sometimes that's the only way you can bring that guy down. He's a behemoth.
Back into the scoreboard. Lake not going away quietly. Jackson 26, Lake 21.
They came back against Northwest. They are very capable. They didn't lead in that Northwest game the whole time until the end. So here we go. Trahan back in the shotgun. He's got Shepard on his right hip, but this time he's going to drop back to pass, roll right, looking left, rolling right, dumps it off out of bounds, throws it away to live another day, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Panthers.
Yeah, just a great job there. Smart play by Trahan, throwing it away. There was nothing there. Don't force it. Don't cost yourself the field position. 3rd and 8, back into the scoreboard. Hoover now trails McKinley 21-14.
Another good ball game out there. This is definitely 4-down territory for the Panthers as we have 8:29 to go in the ball game. They trail 14-7. Trahan in the shotgun. Shepard in the backfield, takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking left, steps up into the pocket, and he's going to be slammed to the ground for the sack.
Markey Fitzgerald came up the middle untouched, and Trahan had nowhere to go.
He just got bottled up, and we have a Fitch player down.
And that's the man that made that's Markey Fitzgerald.
And could this also be a cramp?
Sure looks that way. Let's take a peek.
Yep. There they go.
Sweet Caroline begins to play here at Wakefield Stadium.
If those windows were open, they would feel my
belt
wrath.
That one out.
Oh, you know it.
4th
Speaking
and
of
14.
Sweet Caroline,
Yeah.
the Boston Red Sox got eliminated last
They
night.
did. The New York Yankees move on to play their AL East teammates, I guess, the Toronto Blue Jays, or I call them Cleveland North, as several former Guardians players play for Toronto.
Yep. So this timeout is brought to you by the Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
This is head coach Spencer Lino from the Perry Panthers. You're listening to high school football on the Q92 Sports Network.
Told you. I told you it was the Q92 Sports Network. So they are still working on the gentleman as they are trying to stretch out that cramp. And eventually they're going to be told, unfortunately, because it's not a severe, serious injury, they're eventually going to have to, remove him from the field. But we are 8:09 to go in the ball game. Fitch leads Perry 14-7. They're going to have a 4th and 14 from the Falcon 30-yard line when they come out of this timeout. And this might be a little more than a cramp. He's literally trying to kick his coach off of him because they're working that muscle, and it hurts. We're going to step away. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92.
It's time for Purple Raider football. Catch every snap, every score, and every big moment all season long on AM 1310 WDPN. This year, it's even easier to follow the 13-time national champion, Mount Union Purple Raiders. Listen live on AM 1310, the WDPN Facebook and X pages, and streaming on the Q92 YouTube channel. Sam Berkwin and Ryan Bevere are back in the booth, bringing you all the action. Don't miss a minute of Mount Union football on AM 1310 WDPN. When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
Back here, and now we got both teams out ready for this 4th down play. Trey Harn in the shotgun, and he's got Lemon on his right hip. 2 receivers to the right. Takes the snap, drops back the pack, rolls right, fires it up top. It's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to be intercepted by the Fitch Falcons, and a flag at the end, as that's going to be an unsportsmanlike on Austintown Fitch. His helmet got ripped off, or fell off, when he fell to the field.
No, it got ripped off by the Perry receiver trying to play defensive back. So you're going to have one for the ripping off of the helmet. You're going to have another penalty for excessive celebration.
Okay.
Very quick to throw the flag was that back judge. He's currently explaining himself.
Yeah. So we'll see and get official word on.
But the ball was intercepted by Wayne Holloway.
Met it at the high point in the end zone. That's going to be a touchback for the Falcons. And essentially it was like we couldn't punt it because we're too close, too far away for a field goal. So let's chuck it up, hope something good happens. And if it doesn't, they still have to start in their own territory type deal.
Absolutely. Here now the explanation is over. Let's hear from the official here as he almost gets hit in the face by the football. No, maybe not. They're back to discussing. They're probably trying to figure out where they want to go for dinner.
That's 100% what they're doing. So it was pass interference on the offense, which was declined because it was an interception. You don't want to hold a penalty that you don't need. And then there was excessive celebration by the Austintown Fitch player that made the interception after the touchback. So they're going to be starting, I believe, on their own 10-yard line.
Yes.
But Fitch stops the scoring threat of the Panthers. They hold the lead with 7:55 to go in the ball game. And now they have the football on their own 10-yard line.
Well, if you're Fitch, you just turn around and run the football. Let's chop this clock down even more. Perry doesn't seem to have an answer this second half, whether it be Higgs, whether it be Richard running the football. They haven't been able to stop them.
Perry has all 3 of their timeouts, Fitch with 2. So here we go. Calahar's going to come out in – is that Calahar out there?
It is.
Calahar's in the shotgun. Higgs is in the backfield with him, a receiver to each side, one out wide to the right, one out wide to the left. Hands it to Higgs. Jitterbugs his way out to the 15-yard line. Nice little first down gain there by Junie Higgs.
I will tell you what, Junie Higgs is a very patient runner. He waits for the hole to develop, and then he follows his blockers.
And he's got a quick first step because when he does see that hole open, he shoots through it as fast as possible. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 5 now from their own 15-yard line. 7:30 to go in the ball game. Austintown Fitch up 14-7. Kalahar in the shotgun. 2 receivers down here to the right, and 1 up top to the left. He's still got Higgs in the backfield with him, this time on his right hip. Puts a man in motion out into the slot, hands it off to Higgs, goes up that same left side, breaks out towards the middle of the field, out to the 23-yard line, and that's going to be a Fitch first down.
Great job again. Higgs waited, and then he hit the hole fast. Now they sub back in Dre.
Fresh legs. And we're going to be under 7 minutes to play here before this next snap of the football. 1st and 10 for the Fitch Falcons out to their own 23-yard line. The only good thing about starting that deep in your own territory is you got a whole lot of field to work and waste time on.
Yep.
So they break the huddle at the 6:42 mark of the 4th quarter, and they got Dre in the backfield with Kalahar. A receiver to each side. They hand it off to Dre. He bounces it out to the right side, tries to get the corner, and he's going to be drugged down from behind. And it made it out to the 25-yard line. A nice little first down run again by the Falcons.
2-yard carry for Dre. It is 2nd and 8.
There's Dre with a little limp.
Trying to stretch those legs out. It's cramp season. And that temperature has probably dropped about 15 or so degrees.
Down to 65 degrees. I think it was 80 at game time.
15 degrees. That's a drop.
Yep. So here we go. It is now 2nd and 8 for Fitch as we are under 6 minutes to play in the ball game. And they're going to hand it off to Dre, and he's going to bounce it out to the right side. There goes that spin move as he's out to the 31 to the 32-yard line, just shy of the first down marker.
You know what I notice? A lot of, Jay, if you look at the Perry defense, hands on hips, hands on knees. They are tired.
And now they sub in Junie Higgs, and this is probably why they're tired, is because Fitch gets to sub in and out 2 different running backs with fresh legs, but everybody on the Perry defensive side's got to stick it out. 3rd and 1 here. We're getting close to no shot if Perry can't stop this run game. Kalahar takes the snap, hands it off to Higgs, who goes up the middle. He's got the first down before he's drilled down at the 36-yard line. We are under 5 minutes to play as they move the chains again.
Tick, 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 tick. That clock continues to run. If you're Perry, Jay, when is the right time to start using your timeouts? Your defense clearly tired. Do they have enough in the tank to make the stop?
I would say they're probably, barring a big pop-off run, they're probably going to call a timeout after this play. 4:37 to go in the ball game. They still got Higgs in the backfield with Kalahar. 2 receivers up top to the right, 1 down here to the left. Fitch takes the snap, hands it off to Higgs, who goes up the left side, cuts it back towards the right, and he's going to be brought down at the 38-yard line, and this is when I expect to see that timeout.
And Coach Lino keeping it in his pocket right now. No timeout called yet.
His pockets are getting shallower and shallower as this clock runs down, so he might not want to hold on to him for too long, as we are now under 4 minutes to play in the ball game. 2nd and 8 for Fitch. And Perry jumps off sides.
Again.
That's why you call the timeout.
Guys are tired.
2nd and 8, your guys are tired. They're behind the chains. Give them a break to try to make them go further behind the chains. But now I'm probably going to say if they get the first down here, that's probably a wrap.
Yeah. Perry making some defensive substitutions. Guys are tired, trying to get some fresh legs into the game. You know what's coming. They're going to run the football, whether it's Higgs, whether it's Dre. They're running that football. And Perry is exhausted. defensively, Fitch has run all night long.
Higgs is in the backfield with Kalahar, so it's going to be him. They only have one receiver out wide right. 3:20 to go in the ball game. 2nd and 3 for the Falcons. Hands it off to Higgs. Up the left side. Gets across the 45 to the 46-yard line. That's going to be another first down as they give him forward progress to the 47.
Well, you're going to want to join us on our social media pages after the game. We'll throw some pictures up from the game. We'll get some interviews.
I will never understand how we are going under 3 minutes to play, and your defense is exhausted, only down one score, and you haven't used a single timeout.
Well, you can't take them with you. So it becomes a question of why.
Kalahar in the shotgun. They got Dre back in, fresh legs, hands it off to him. He's going to go up the left side. He gains nothing. This is when you use it. Better throw that timeout out there because you got them behind the chains now, and your guys are tired. They need a breather.
No timeout. DeSantis on the stop for Perry. They're gassed. I'm stunned here.
That's 2nd and 11 for Fitch.
Guys are looking around. Tired. You're getting under. It's going to be under 2 minutes by the time Fitch snaps this football.
2nd and 11 now from their own 47-yard line. Under 2 minutes to play. Dre in the backfield. Hey, Fitch calls the timeout.
Because the play clock had struck 0.
And this timeout is brought to you by the Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
It's time for Purple Raider football. Catch every snap, every score, and every big moment all season long on AM 1310 WDPN. This year, it's even easier to follow the 13-time national champion, Mount Union Purple Raiders. Listen live on AM 1310, the WDPN Facebook and X pages, and streaming on the Q92 YouTube channel. Sam Berkwin and Ryan Bevere are back in the booth, bringing you all the action. Don't miss a minute of Mount Union football on AM 1310 WDPN.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Wakefield Stadium, 1 minute, 54 seconds to go. Fitch leads Perry 14-7. They are on their own 47-yard line, 2nd and 11. Perry has all 3 timeouts. Fitch down to 1, but they're going to run this clock out as they have Dre in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to him. And he's going to bounce around until he's going to be dropped at the 45-yard line. And here comes a timeout for the Perry Panthers as it is now moved to 3rd and 11.
Should be 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13.
3rd and 13, they're going to say.
Jay, I was getting ready to say before Fitch called their timeout, was there a chance that Coach Lino was holding those timeouts for his offense? Because they're going to need to move the ball down the field and quickly?
I mean,
obviously you don't want to use all 3 on defense, but you got to stop Fitch.
You have to. They just ran almost 6 minutes.
Big 3rd down. This is huge.
Yeah. But they ran almost 6 minutes off the clock before you even thought about using a timeout. And there was 2 times in that 6 minutes that you had the team behind the chains. That's when you want to use them. You give your guys that blow, that rest, and then they can come out and attack already behind the chains.
Yeah. Junie Higgs, the tailback.
And we're going to see how this is going to go down here on 3rd and 13 for Austintown from their own 45-yard line. Kalahar in the shotgun. He's got Higgs in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to the right, 1 up top to the left. He puts a man in motion up to the left side. They tried to get Perry to jump off sides, no go. And now they're going to bring up Higgs to the right hip of Kalahar and then put him right back behind him in the shotgun. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off to Higgs. Goes up the line. Breaks one tackle, breaks another one, but he can't get free as he's going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up 4th and long for the Austintown Fitch Falcons with 1:42 to go in the ball game. And it looks like the Perry Panthers are going to get the football back with a chance to tie the game, but I think they're going to only have one timeout remaining after all of this is said and done, and that's true. Both teams down to just one timeout.
Yeah, Coach Lino ran onto the field following the stop, got his second timeout to the official. So it is 4th down. This is gargantuan right now. Perry looks as if they're going to get the football back, Jay. If you're Fitch, do you try to coffin corner this punt? You know that Perry's going to put Lemon back there. You know that he has some breakaway speed. You don't want him to return it on you. What's the play here?
You want my honest opinion?
Always, my friend.
I want you to kick that thing out of bounds. Forget a coffin corner. Just kick that thing out of bounds.
Okay. But you want to pin him somewhat deep.
Sure. But to me, the most important part would be out of bounds, get it past the 30.
Nasir Foster, the deep man.
And here comes the rush. He gets away from it. It's a high punt to the sidelines. It's going to bounce at the 20. It takes a Fitch bounce. And smartly, the Panther return man just picks it up and dives onto the ground, because if he would have let that thing go, it was going down to the 2-yard line.
Well, I love Jackson Faulkner, the punter for Fitch. He tried to draw the soccer flop and a penalty on Perry, and the ref kind of laughed at him as he was laying on the ground. The ref's like, no, sir, we're not doing that. Hey. Get up and get on the sideline. Perry now has to travel. How many yards, Jay? 77. 87 yards. I apologize. 87 yards to tie this game, potentially.
They got 1:34 to do it and only one timeout. Trey Harn in the shotgun. Takes the snap, and they're going to hand it off up the middle to Lemon. Gains a couple of yards, and that's it.
Jay, I'm scratching my head here.
I'm scratching my head at a whole bunch of stuff from the last 5 minutes.
You need to run. You need to get the ball down the field. Running is not going to help you here.
2nd and 8. Drops back the pass. Here comes the rush. Fires it to the left side. Way too high. Jaden Wilson, the intended target. It's now 3rd and 8 for the Perry Panthers.
Jackson 33, Lake 29, late in the 4th quarter. Lake trying to mount yet another come from behind win, Jay. Perry, 3rd and 8, ball on the 15, 1:12 to go. 2 down territory, obviously, here for Perry.
1:12 to go, 3rd and 7 from their own 15. Trey Horn in the shotgun. 3 receivers up top to the right, 1 down to the left. Drops back the pass, steps up in the pocket. He's rolling right now. He's going to take off running out to the 20 to the 24-yard line, and that's where he's going to be tackled, and it's going to be a Perry 1st down.
They'll spot the football. Perry offense back on the ball quickly. Clock will start as soon as the ball is set. Clock in motion.
We are now under a minute to go. Trey Horn in the shotgun. 4 receivers, 2 to each side. Takes the snap, drops back the pass, looks left, looks right, running right, avoids the rush, coming back to the left side. Fires it over to the left side, a little too high for a wide open Jaden Wilson as it falls incomplete, out of bounds. 45 seconds to go in the ball game.
That was Perry's chance right there. Wilson wide open underneath. He'd have picked up at least 15 to maybe 20 yards, Jay, had that ball been on target. And he made the catch. He would have been running for a little bit.
So it's going to be 45 seconds to go. 2nd and 10 from their own 25-yard line. They still have 1 timeout remaining. They need a touchdown and an extra point just to tie it. Trey Harn in the shotgun. Drops back the pass. Dumps it off into the flat. Breaks free out to the 30, to the 40, to the 45. He runs out of bounds at the 46-yard line. 1st down, Perry.
Jonathan Lemon. That was just a simple dump off, and Jonathan Lemon goes, give me the ball and let me work.
That's the one kid on the field. You can give him the ball in space, and he will do work. So back in the shotgun for Trey Harn. 4 receivers, 2 to the right, 2 out wide to the left. He's got Lemon in the backfield with him. And they're going to put him up on the right hip, drops back to pass, fires it immediately to the right side, complete at the 50. He gets free down to the 42-yard line. They're going to say he stepped out at the 43, but it's going to be a first down for the Perry Panthers. 34 seconds to go. They're still holding on to that timeout.
Nasir Foster.
Here we go. They're breaking the huddle, back in the shotgun. Staying with the 4 wide set and Lemon in the backfield. Couldn't get Austin to jump. Look to the sideline, come right back. In the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back to pass. Here comes the rush. Steps up, fires it to the middle. He's got his man at the 20-yard line. First down, Perry, and they're knocking on the door. 28 seconds to go, and they're going to run up and clock it.
And now it looks like Fitch burned a timeout.
They had to. None of their guys could get down and settled soon enough.
Nasir Foster just may have made the catch of his season, giving Perry a chance.
It's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Perry Panthers on the 20-yard line as they have now entered the RG Drag red zone. Learn, earn, and succeed with RG Drag.
If you'd have told me when Perry took over on their 13, needing to go 87 yards, not doing anything on 1st or 2nd down, then they get a 3rd down conversion for a 1st down, and it has been chunk play after chunk play after chunk play. Fitch all of a sudden looks lost, and they're standing around looking at each other, trying to figure it out. Perry moving the football down the field in epic proportion.
They're actually going to say it's on the 21-yard line is actually where the ball is marked, so it's technically not the RG Drag red zone.
Just outside.
You're welcome, RG Drag red zone. Learn, earn, and succeed no matter where you're at. So here we go. Woo. Out of the timeout. Perry still got theirs. 28 seconds to go. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. They trail by a touchdown. Traharn in the shotgun. Lemon to his left. Drops back to pass. Looking right. Steps up in the pocket. He fires it over the middle. It's intercepted. It's intercepted. Austintown Fitch is going to win the football game.
Wow. Oh, no.
Traharn had to get rid of it because the pass rush was catching up to him, so he threw it down the middle to his receiver, who was brilliantly covered by the DB, and the defensive back jumped the pass and intercepted it to seal the football game for the Austintown Fitch Falcons, as they have now won 5 straight. And now all they got to do is down it one time in victory formation with 22 seconds to go.
What an interception. That was Joey Herman, I believe, was the number.
And there it is. The snap, the down, the ball game. Austintown Fitch comes down to Perry Township and takes out the Panthers by a final of 14-7, a tale of 2 halves. We're going to step away for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we will look over the scoreboard of the other scores around the area and have our final thoughts on the ball game here tonight. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92.
Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92radiosports.com, your local sports connection.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
back here at Wakefield Stadium in Perry Township as the Austintown Fitch Falcons take down the Perry Panthers by a final score of 14-7. And now I'm going to kick it over to Mike Voorhees as he's going to catch us up on the other scores in the area.
Edison leads Canton Central Catholic late in the fourth quarter, 35-9. Massillon leads Cardinal Ritter, 28-14. Beaver Local, 21. East Golden Bears, 20 late in the fourth quarter. Canfield, a 2-point lead over Louisville, 23-21. John Collins found Brandon Byer for a touchdown. Missed extra point. McKinley, 21. Hoover, 20. Under 2 to go in that one. Alliance leads Carrollton 41-28. Jackson leads Lake 40-29. Manchester defeats Fairless 42-7. Northwest over Orville 28-14. Triway over Canton South 27-14. Salem leads Minerva 27-3. East Canton over Strasburg 14-3. And that's a final now. And the Green Bulldogs defeat the Glen Oak Golden Eagles 51-20. Tuslaw defeats Toronto 33-12. And West Branch shuts out Marlington 62-0. Jay, those are my scores. I'm sticking to it. I'm heading to the field, my friend.
All righty, we'll catch up to you, and we're going to step away for one more commercial break. When we come back, I will have my final thoughts before we sign off for the evening. You're listening to High School Football, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group on Q92.
It's time for Purple Raider football. Catch every snap, every score, and every big moment all season long on AM 1310 WDPN. This year, it's even easier to follow the 13-time national champion, Mount Union Purple Raiders. Listen live on AM 1310, the WDPN Facebook and X pages, and streaming on the Q92 YouTube channel. Sam Berkwin and Ryan Bevere are back in the booth, bringing you all the action. Don't miss a minute of Mount Union football on AM 1310 WDPN. When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want, the Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN. This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Back here at Wakefield Stadium in Perry Township as the Austintown Fitch Falcons defeat the Perry Panthers by a final score of 14-7. And it was a tale of two halves, like it seems to always be. In the first half, we had nothing. No score at halftime. The only real big play was the blocked field goal as time expired in the second quarter. And then we came out and some adjustments were made on both sides. And Perry started off the scoring finally in the third quarter with a Jonathan Lemon pick six, and the extra point was good to make it 7-0. And Fitch responded quickly with a Dre 33-yard touchdown run. Their extra point was good as well. An ensuing fumble by the Perry Panthers set up Fitch deep in Panther territory, and they were able to drive it down and move it into the fourth quarter when Dre ran it in from 1 yard out. The extra point was good, and it was 14-7. Then we came down to the final minute, and the Perry Panthers were driving and knocking on the door to tie the football game. And with less than 40 seconds to go, Treharn dropped back the pass and was avoiding the pass rush and flicked the pass over the middle to his intended target until Austintown Fitch, with about 28 seconds left, jumped the route, jumped the pass, and intercepted it to seal the win for the Falcons as they now move to 5-1 as they are on a 5-game winning streak. And the Perry Panthers fall to 4-3 on the season. This was not a league game, so they stay 1-2 in conference play. But that's all we have for you here tonight in a hard-fought, physical football game. The Austintown Fitch Falcons defeat the Perry Panthers here at Wakefield Stadium in Perry Township. Thank you for spending your Friday night with us here on Q92radiosports.com. Thank you to our sponsors. Without them, there would be no us. Follow us on social media. Go to our website, Q92radiosports.com, and see where we will be next week as we move on to week 8 of the 2025 Ohio high school football season. I'm Jay Wilhelm. Have a good night, everybody.